I have a neck beard. Don't like.
Can't see it now.
I have a neck beard, but it's covered up by my face beard, so I'm covered. It's all good.
I have a neck beard too.
I have a beard.
Okay,
It's a
yes,
beard.
that should be operating
Beard,
correctly
beard.
now.
Yes, I have a beard too.
Quite.
Sound is here. You mean you can hear it? Okay. Alright. Reset my camera real quick. Can you guys hear me okay?
That's about
That's
how
a
I
real
feel.
question. I think I fixed everything in here. Let me just pump that up just a smidge. There we go.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why it does this. Why does my Discord video always suck dick? Why? Why do
It
you
looks good on Discord. I
sucketh
think.
the dicketh?
Or is it?
It's just like on my end, I think, because it does this very weird like phase in, phase out shit.
It's like a little choppy.
Very
but it's
choppy.
not too
It drives
bad.
me
It
insane.
feels like it feels like there's some level of compression.
It's like only
filtered.
when we do Discord calls that it does this. It's fine. Okay, I'm over it.
I'm a.
All right.
Is there a way to Never mind.
Good talk, Dallan.
Now, is
You
there a
gave
way
up so
to
fast.
for you to use the camera like natively a different way for the stream and then have the rest of ours on there, or is that too
No.
complicated?
That's fine. Okay. Last time, the group had maintained a combat, felled a seeming foe of both yourselves and some other guests of the Dark Duchess that had come in to invade. An ice troll, you came to find out. Through some pretty spectacular quick work and kind of joint efforts, you all managed to extract the heart of this creature for a future resource to be determined. The group Song of Summers delved into the belly of not the beast, but of the Duchess, the very heart of the hull, only to find what looks to be a massive hoard of gold, covering
And
layers of
friends.
ice, and a frozen crag cat in time. Pursuing some more discussions, you were able to check out some places of Devi's past and her surgeon's room, and also pilfer what seems to be a relatively looted ship already. Into the hull, you found that there were some kobolds hiding out. Through some discussions, you found out more information about a possible dragon that had been living nearby, or even using this as a home. And
Rob, I think we're muted on Twitch.
that was a while ago. We fixed it already.
Is it?
Yeah. Diaz is a mod here, and he let me know, so he can tell me again if we're muted.
Okay.
But
Blink twice if you can hear us.
that's not how that works.
I tried to listen to it. I couldn't hear any sound just now.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe this maybe the mod's gonna.
I got noise on there. I got volume.
It's working on my end. So
Okay.
He says it's fine.
Okay.
So you delved deeper and offered up a seeming peace offering, and through some quick thinking, you guys got them to come out of their hidey hole and be a little bit less socially obtuse, I should say, towards your current predicament. But the kobolds decided to discuss with you their distress for your trying to take anything out of the treasure hoard. And so we come to a predicament and a crossroads as to what to do next. I will say, at the top of this, Torterra feels a bit uneasy about leaving Goldy to fend for himself after doing a quick exchange, and Goldy, having plenty of time to heal his wounds and check up on the dogs, has returned to the ship using the grappling hook from before. And Torterra is having some major headaches after doing this deep extraction on the troll heart, and so he wanted to make sure that it was under some safekeeping in the ship. And so, like a good tag team duo in the WWE, they slapped fins and went and swapped positions. So Goldy's in and Fish is out, essentially.
That made me cough so hard.
Does Goldy have fins as well?
No, it was a bad Nemo reference.
That's good. I like it.
All right, so that brings us to the top of the order. One kobold now has been named T, according to Devii. And,
according to himself.
well, according to what he likes, I should say. I don't think I can. Oh, I can change his name. Apparently, this one I had pre-named Fizz. Oh, I actually did pre-name them.
You did?
I forgot about that. Okay, well.
Well, it was still a funny
I'm just
moment.
gonna change the one's name here that is next to Devii. I'll change his tag, and then I'll pull the other ones up again. Okay, 1 second. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, so I'll change the guy's Fizz to T. And then I'll show the nameplates on here. Can you guys see that nameplate? Yeah, you should be able to see it.
Okay, before I exit the room, did I check the barrels that were frozen? Did I open them?
The what that were frozen? Sorry?
The barrels that were frozen in the south room?
You couldn't open them from memory.
So I'll just like use my python and hammer and like whack the ice to break it open.
Okay. Give me a...
Mesh, you gave me a crowbar earlier.
Give me an athletics check with advantage. Either way,
Athletics with
it'll be the same check, so we'll just go with it.
natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, you end up popping them both open pretty quickly. After watching Breker do some work with the other stuff above and being able to kind of melt down the other thing, you open up the barrels in D12. And inside, the upright barrels are opened.
Poop.
And you can see they're filled with frozen water.
That's going to be difficult to carry.
Okay.
Just full of ice.
Yep. Absolutely.
I feel like we're all like, how did you get here so fast?
Are you still talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making a joke because you and Fish. So...
Good rolls.
Just he's
okay.
just pretty nimble.
Alright, nothing useful in there, guys. We're good.
One of these doors in my way.
See. Yes.
Oh, hey,
Can
Goldy.
I'd like to speak to Devii. Devii, I'm a little bit concerned about this dragon situation. Do you think we should find out if she's going to come back very soon for this treasure? We need to extract that Professor Spear thing ASAP and get the hell out of Dodge, in my opinion.
I agree with you. They told us they don't know when she's gonna come back. We could pry further to see if they're lying, I guess, or just. Oh, we can ask Breker. He had that spell to find object, Breker, or maybe.
You don't take. We.
What?
You don't take. No take.
We're not taking anything that's not ours.
Don't worry, we're not going to touch the gold.
All of their eyes narrow, except for the one that's drinking tea. Or eating frozen tea waffles. I guess is probably the best way of saying.
But also, Velen do you have like a find object? Could we guarantee that it's in there? Dallan or Breker? Because if it's definitely in there, then obviously we know our course to go.
Yes, I can check. Did I add a villain to your character sheets? Oh no. I did not. Probably because she has a magic item that you're not supposed to see yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. I'll be adding a different sheet for this. Lovely.
Intern.
Excuse my sass will be on delay. I'll answer your question shortly.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, silly bang.
Okay.
She's like thumbing through her. She's just like going, God damn it, every time I try to get my extra little bit of traction on these old fingers, I freeze them.
I've been told my hand feels like a dead fruit. Let me try it for you.
No.
What? A dead
Wizard
what?
is not
Fish.
worth any rounds.
Cari has been told her hand.
Please stop that. Let me touch my own book.
Dead
Stop.
fish.
No.
Oh my gosh. That sounds awful.
Cold and clammy.
And slimy,
Don't
I would say
touch
as well.
a wizard's
surely.
book.
They're wet.
Okay, so you want her to see if she's got a find object spell.
Don't think she does. We've asked for this before, I think.
I am out of spells right now as well. I can't cast anything.
She does not.
See. Well then, I guess the best spell would be pack away.
Yes, this is a little bit of an oversight, unfortunately. I need to get a spell scroll of this, and then maybe I can put it into my book later.
Berlin, can you send your owl outside so that if the dragon comes, we have an advance warning?
Breker.
Sure.
We could get those 3 kobolds to go back in that room and lock them in, and then we wouldn't have to fight them, and we could get the stuff out of the treasure.
Devii, make a stealth check.
Okay.
With disadvantage, there's 3 of them. They're actually paying attention to you.
Did you not
You have
hear
a-
this? The eyes?
17. Otherwise, we can just shove them in our... What?
Look at that.
1 second.
They did overhear you, but they heard something else, and they are amused. Something like that.
What about the fourth one?
I rolled not 1, but 2 natural ones. And a natural 2 on their perception checks. So they have no fucking
Holy
idea.
shit.
Now one just going...
So 2 of them are
They're
just
just
starting to
staring.
pick their nose. And then they're like, they flick it on each other, start wiping it on each other, and then they start picking each other's noses. And the one that gets a 2 is just like looking at his spear. He's like starts sharpening on his fingernail.
Because, like, we wouldn't have to fight them at all.
I would kind of nod at Devii and be like, I'm gonna just throw some rations into the room. Hopefully they follow them.
And some gold, maybe.
Can I hear this conversation or not?
Make a perception check. She's stealthing only to talk to Breker right now.
Okay.
You
And
do
you're on the
have a
other end of the room.
message spell, by the way.
I got the 21.
Yeah, you can pretty much read between the lines. So like, should we just throw them in the room? And Breker's like, I can just get some food and throw it in. And you're like, okay.
Be like,
Okay, I
hey,
mouthed
I'm gonna
them.
go have a quick snack in the other room here. Any of you kobolds want some food?
Absolutely.
So I'll mouth them. I
I
think
need
the
you to
door
make-
locks from the in.
Real
I think
quick,
the door
I just
locks
need
from the
Breker to make a
inside.
persuasion check. He's not gonna get this for free, just from a bad thing. So
I'm
get-
going to
Time out,
wink at
time
him
out,
and
time
give
out,
him
time out,
Bardigan's
time out.
Children.
we're gonna do this one thing at a time, okay? You motherfuckers are way too busy. All right, Breker, what was your persuasion check?
No bardic inspiration can be given?
No, he already did it.
I did?
12.
He did 12. That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
That's good enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll follow you. Okay. Cal, what were you saying?
I was gonna say I think the door might look from the inside. So can we push maybe push one of the barrels, the ice barrels, in front of the door, so just to make sure they can't get
All of the
out.
barrels are inside.
Oh, the insides.
Yep.
Or is there something else heavy that can be pushed in front of the door? I don't know what's in the room.
There's hammocks, and that's it. Unless you want to try to move the large ice crag cat all the way from the top of the room to the base of the room without them noticing, which is going to be a feat in of itself to move it, let alone.
Yeah, we could just get them in the
quietly.
room first and then hold the door and then pull it thereafter.
All right, let me just open up their stat block real fast.
I have a better idea. Just let it be.
I'm just gonna stand there and watch everything that's going on. Like, you guys have been busy, I guess.
I'm gonna pass out a 4 ration to the 4 kobolds in here.
It looks like it seems to take T a little bit longer to do things, but until he realizes that he can just pick up the tea off of the ground and carry it with him, even though it's a bit cold, and so they all pile in here and start munching and devouring your rations, albeit slowly because they're slightly tough things to eat and it's cold, but their jowls are pretty sharp, so they can kind of penetrate through and eat this like a ravenous beast rather than a human. They seem content for the time being.
When Breker gets out, I'm gonna try and jam the lock, like with my lockpick tools, like invert pick the lock. Does that work from the outside?
All right.
What lock are you trying to pick?
I'm inverting I'm reverse picking the lock, like locking it without the key from outside.
He's trying to say after Breker leaves.
Yeah, after he leaves.
But don't they have the key?
Okay.
I don't know.
If you
Yeah,
So
but
how
I'm jamming it so that the key won't work.
I mean, as soon as
They can't put the key in if there's stuff stuck.
Can I ask a question? Has the door been shut?
Breker.
I'm gonna like walk out and be like,
Yeah, we need
I'm
to
gonna
do
go
that
get some
first.
tea from Devii. I'll be right back. And like
Please?
suddenly
Okay, you
close
need
the door
to
behind me.
make a deception check then.
Tea? Okay.
Another 12.
Three of them stay in there, and one of them, which is going to be T, is like, I don't need tea. I already have some.
Don't the others need tea?
He steps closer to the door. I'm good. Do you have more that's good?
I'll take out another 2 rations and hand it to him.
Okay, make a persuasion check with advantage. Sorry, tease this one.
$13.
T.
I got that. There.
Roll a 5 and a 2. All right. Like, sweet. Just takes it and pockets it. Goes to sit down.
Meanwhile, I'm like
starts
slowly
munching on
closing the
first one.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see you soon. These nuts are bad on my throat. You just hear the door close as the other ones are just devouring these rations.
I'm gonna run over to the. Are those boats?
Cal's gonna resist the temptation to say something about that.
Are those boats on the map?
No, hammocks. I've said that's 4
Hammocks?
times now.
Sorry.
I'm
maybe
gonna
while he's
silently.
jamming,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
jamming
going to
silently.
grab the hammock and start pulling it over in front of the door. I'm
They
assuming
can't be
the
pulled.
big
They're hung by
people-
the ceiling.
Anything else that can be put in front of the door?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'll point to the.
Rob, can you do the thing where you like jam a knife in the hinge of the door so it can't be opened?
Rob, I
make
could
a
do-
wood carver's intelligence check. If you've got the skill, you can add your proficiency. Otherwise, it's straight intelligence.
Oh,
Breker.
let's Carver's intelligent.
I could
I've
like
been talking
jam
for like 10
the
minutes. It's like
hinges.
being
Could I
muted.
jam the hinges instead, Rob, so that it can't be
Make the same
used?
check.
Rob, I take my knife and I jam it in the wrong side of the door.
you
Like,
roll?
there, it's locked. I got a nat 1.
Okay. Like, yeah, that
You
seems
just
good.
stab it in the middle of the door.
The second you
Rob,
turn around, he doesn't even hear the
natural
dagger
20.
just slide, and then hits the ground, and it's like already on the floor.
Rob,
What?
natural 20.
Oh, beautiful.
So your natural 20 is going to yield Not that you can do literally
Nothing.
anything, because what's going to happen is you realize that they had barred the door from the inside with a beam, and there is no lock on the door, and the reason is the lock is on the ground, rusted over and destroyed from the kobolds who got in here before, and it looks like it was bitten open by something much stronger than a kobold.
Oh,
Crunch,
shit.
crunch.
However, the door seems to be something that you could seal if you had something to seal it. So, if, again, the door didn't just, like, open towards the inside, it would be much easier if it opened towards you to bar it.
So it opens to it opens inwards towards them.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Which is
Oh,
how
it's
they were
even
able to bar
worse
it the
then.
first
I don't
time.
have any. I almost took a spell that would seal doors,
Does anyone have any
but I did
water?
not.
But you can see the door is not necessarily super damaged, but does have claw marks strikingly to resemble some of the scars that you have taken from the troll upstairs that is currently headless and heartless. No pun intended.
I don't think we have any liquid water because, do we? I wouldn't have thought so. Isn't it all frozen? Do we have liquid water?
Mm,
No?
I wouldn't think so.
Goldy, why don't you start hammering on the pile of gold?
Mhm.
I'll just hold the door.
Wait,
Sorry,
wait. Goldy
before-
and Breker, get that ice rat cat over
Don't
here.
touch
Bring
that.
that.
I don't think we should touch it.
Wait, hold on. Before we carry on, I have to object to even touching that gold. Like, I don't know too much about dragons, but from the dragon stories I heard when I was younger, you touch their stuff, they come after you. And if they don't come after you, they come after everyone else. Are
We
we
have
just
to,
gonna
Goldie.
pause?
The Professor
She-
Orb is in there. It's kind
we
of like
just-
the world in this
we
area.
Do you
Just
guys
got-
think?
dragon.
Do you guys think
We're
there's a
not with
chance we could
one.
negotiate? We
Ugh.
could negotiate with the dragon. Do you think
Do
there's
we
a
want to
chance?
negotiate with the dragon?
I don't want to take my chances.
I
to
might be able to.
with the dragon.
Okay, okay.
I would
if we-
rather just get this and deal with the problem later.
I
if
mean,
we're gonna
maybe
take
if
Through a dragon.
we could
Please don't
flirt
do
with
that.
the dragon. I mean, you know, does she have a husband? We don't know.
I
What's that?
came up with a
Oh.
plan to negotiate with the dragon. I'm not gonna lie, but
Do you speak
I don't think it
Draconic?
would work. I don't. If it speaks my language, I can talk to it. But I thought of ways to make it comfortable and not be able to kill me. So,
Mm,
but
Alright,
I don't want to risk that. If I'm gonna be honest.
guys, I have a dagger. I can slowly chip away at it and just take it out like that. But it's gonna notice. It
I
would
think
Robbie,
that's
notice.
going to take a long
Does it look
time,
like?
and it will notice. That's for sure.
Well,
I
to be
don't
think
fair,
it's several-
Jody,
several hours.
for last time, you guys did actually start setting up some tools to go set some things on fire that you had
Mhm.
planned to
did
do
do that,
in
yeah.
order to do that, and also start smashing through with
Mhm.
the hammer and pickaxes that you have pilfered from the fort. You still had a couple of those. That was the initial plan. Just to refresh you guys on that, and because I know some people have
That
been
was-
absent, so that's what the
That was the
original
initial
idea was.
plan. We just wanted to. It was just we needed the crates. Or I was going to go and get some wood from the crates in the other room.
Alright, look,
whatever
I'll do whatever you guys say. Just
we could-
Whatever we
could-
do, we need to do it fast because if it comes
could
back
put-
soon, we're gonna need to know.
It's
Right.
not gonna be
You can
fast.
speak now. I just needed to say that. Sorry, what were you saying, Jody? Or Cal?
Well, we can light that smoldering fire, or try and start a smoldering
So-
fire.
Okay, so here's my issue right now.
Van?
If we're even gonna think about negotiating with the dragon, we shouldn't touch the treasure. If we are not gonna negotiate, then we can go at it. But
We've
then
already
we'd have to
touched it.
hide. We'd have to hide when it comes back.
DM, what do I know about dragons? Can they be? Are they intelligent? Can they be reasoned with?
You'll get different answers for this check. What skill would you like to use? The main checks for
A-
this are going to be
what's nat-
intelligence based.
nat-
So
What's the nature check?
for more magical things, if you want to do nature, you're going to get less about the information you're asking. Those particular questions would be yielded from Arcana and History. Would probably give you the closest adjacent things, but I'll allow any of the other checks if you want. And the only restriction is, again, the information that you're asking for you may not get if you don't use those checks, but I'll allow different checks for this, if that makes sense.
I can. So.
I could do it. I could do wait, law about historical events, legendary period. Yeah, Arcana would get me record law about spells, magical items, eldritch symbols, magic traditions. Okay.
Dragons are innately
Nature is
magical
about
creatures.
terrain,
So.
plants, and animals. Yeah, I'll go Arcana then. Arcana check.
Van, what were you gonna do?
Ask questions to the DM.
Okay, well let's see if Cal wants to do anything. If you want to interact with that, if you're not going to interact with that, then I'm gonna have her roll first, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay.
I'd just like to do the Arcana check, please.
Let's see it.
Oh, not that great. Wait, hang on. How do I see this?
Dragons are these very
13.
They're very innately magical creatures, and you know that over the course of time, the single most important thing about dragons is age. The older they get, the stronger, and the more senile they might become. There are different
Senile?
The
kinds.
young ones.
No, that's
The
a
young
joke
one.
for me.
No, it's a joke from Cari. They're
It's probably gonna be a
typically
young one that fits in here as well, if there is one.
there is different ages of them, and there's any reason why certain dragons would live in certain climates in particular. So you know that certain colors and certain types have more commonalities, or more, I guess you could say, personality defects or boons. So typically speaking, if they're what they've referred to as a chromatic dragon, so kind of like normal colors, like solid colors, they're typically leaning towards evil, while the metallic dragons are the things that resemble more like metals in their scale colors, are typically more good. And then there's a third type, which are like crystal type dragons. They're referred to as gemstone dragons. So there's the three types of dragons, and they're typically more neutral, but that doesn't mean they're any different than people. It just means that they have leanings towards these type of tendencies. It doesn't mean anything in particular, but you guys are in the frozen tundras of the north, so it's most likely that there's a dragon that probably fits the description of this place.
Well, we know this dragon's white.
Yes, so that would fit under the chromatic category.
Chromatic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
well, then I would say it's possible that we could reason with the dragon, but we've got no guarantee of that being a viable option.
okay, Vanvalor was going to ask something.
Yes. So, what does it look like the best spell to choose to get through the ice would be that I have?
I'm just going to recap a couple things from last week before I directly answer your question. So basically you guys were able to deduce that if you were to use any other normal means of kind of destroying the ice itself with like magic, rather than like just using like a pick or like essentially like rock breaking or metalworking tools to kind of break it apart, especially with heat, any other way would just be messy and very loud. Whereas those two methods, in concordance with one another or isolated from one another, the layers of ice could be, or the first layer of ice could be dealt with relatively efficiently. But the problem is this ice is so thick. It's like breaking into a very thick ice layer of the water, and because the first layer is covered with mostly coins of all kinds, if you wanted to kind of take out that whole layer and then go down to see what's beneath it, and also collect all the coins on the top layer, it's gonna take a lot of time, Because it's every individual thing is like all frozen. It's not just like there's a layer of ice and then there's like, oh, everything's under it like water, and there's like this space of just stuff. There's ice coated on the top all over it. So it's just gonna like you're gonna be like prying coins out one at a time pretty much. So it just takes a lot of time. But so for your spells, I'd say that if something is non-magical or magical inside of this thing, will definitely change how that spell's going to operate. The coins might take damage, they might break and lose their value. The kind of more traditional route of doing this that I had pitched earlier is probably the best way of doing it with a miner's pick, and it'd probably take you about an hour. So I don't want to gamify this too much, but it takes an hour to get through a lair. And it takes twice as long with fire if you're only using fire. But we kind of workshopped where I give you guys about 45 minutes if you use both. But that's also assuming that you want to get everything out of that lair. I don't know if that's your goal here or if you guys are trying to do something different. That's just what kind of the adventure book has laid out here. So I'm willing to kind of roll with you guys on what you guys want to do. We can kind of make up something that works.
I think we just wanted to get only the orb. What's everyone else think?
There's a lot of shit in there.
Only the orb.
There's a lot of shit, but like we're not gonna have time to get all that treasure, right?
So
you don't know when the dragon's coming back.
Path of least resistance. Don't fight the kobolds. Get the treasure. A dragon who's concerned about their precious gold, for all my opinion, can suck it.
So you want to try and get you want to try and get the treasure as well?
Yeah, they can come at us. Who died and made them king?
No one, but okay.
The other dragon.
Technically, your old captain died.
I didn't expect this from you, but given the circumstances, I can at least understand it.
I have a real.
Could we do
interesting
this
question,
maybe?
actually.
Could
Does anyone in the party speak Draconic?
I do not.
I don't think so.
No.
So none of us speak this language that the dragon speaks. So we can't even talk to it.
But the kobolds do.
said they did.
Do we trust them to translate?
We're in sync, Chef.
Unless you start digging, then we're going to have to.
I was just gonna say I have an idea. Could we get the Professor Orb out first, then retreat to a safe distance, see when this dragon's coming back, and then come back if you want to get the treasure after that, after it leaves again?
We told them we weren't going to take anything. We were just coming to get what we need, what is ours. And
but you just said the dragon can suck it and you want the treasure.
No, they can suck it. I want to get what... The dragon considers the Professor Orb to be its treasure. It's not its treasure.
Oh,
It's
okay.
ours.
So you're saying okay.
So if we can negotiate, like if there's a way to lure the dragon here, we could set up a tiny hut with someone inside. So when it shows up, it can't kill them immediately, and we can actually open a dialogue.
Not immediately, right? But it can break in. That dragon we fought that one time went right through it.
I don't know if that was because of the type of damage that it was.
I see.
But I don't know.
I think
It
we
was
should
just a
come to a
thought.
decision. I gave my vote, but you guys
Okay.
should give yours and come to a decision instead of
Here's
standing around.
Here's the thing. I don't think we're getting anything out of there before a dragon comes. If you're thinking it's gonna take up to 45 minutes to an hour to even go through one layer, we don't even see the orb in the first layer. So it's easily gonna be over an hour before we get to the orb.
For sure. So we should definitely have a plan if it does come back where we can go for safety.
Yeah,
What we're
we
trying
need
to
we need a way to deal with the dragon. It's definitely probably coming by the time we get to the orb.
It will if we keep talking.
True.
If
Also,
it comes
just real
back
quick,
and sees that we've been
Exactly.
that
I don't want to mess with the treasure if you're gonna try and talk to this thing.
Let me just say something to Dallan really quickly because he asked me directly. I think if you want to use a spell that's a little unconventional, I think that's not really my choice to make, if that makes sense. And if you want to use something in a particular way, I'm not going to punish you for trying it, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
if we come to a resolution of something that's just not going to work, I'm not going to make you spend the spell at the very least. That'll be like worst case scenario is you can just keep your spell, and we won't. You as a spellcaster know it's not going to do that, right? Vanvalor knows that. Dallan might not know that, but Vanvalor definitely does.
Yeah.
So if at the very worst, you just don't spend the spell and it doesn't work the way you want it. But ideally, if you guys are going to get creative with stuff, we can do that. But right now, the best option is taking the time and doing it. That's the only thing that you guys have. But that's also, again, assuming that you're going to dissolve the entire layer of ice with the ability, not necessarily that you guys are going to do that, but with the ability of harvesting everything in the layer. That's going to take 45 minutes with the plan that you've come up with so far. It doesn't mean that you have to dissolve all of the ice at the top layer. If you guys catch my drift.
Just need to burrow in and then deal with the dragon if it shows up.
Goldy, can you throw me an animal here? I want to use it to convince the kobolds to stay in this room, so we can make some noise as well.
Okay, all right, everyone stand back as much as they can. Pardon me, it's been a minute. Let me just quickly check.
I will let you guys know I can do Shatter and Thunderwave, but I'm sure the dragon would
Giant
hear
badger.
us.
Oh, I have a boar.
Boar
It's
this
a
time?
boar!
Can I like
Planning either
open the door slightly and be like, "Oh no, a wild boar is running around here." Uh-oh, we're gonna have to fight it. Kobolds, stay in the room and we'll keep you safe.
Make a deception check.
That's ridiculous. I love it.
Are they stupid enough to fall for that?
I got another 12.
Was it 12?
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Two of them are munching on their things, and the other two pick up their spears. And then the other two that say, like, the other two that pick up their spears are just like, why is there a boar here?
I say it told us that it particularly.
I'll close the door again.
Wait.
No. Both of them put their spears in the door, like, to hold it, and then they open the door, like, no. What the hell?
I say this boar told us that it specifically wants to eat kobolds. Please stay inside.
This is gonna blow up in our faces. I'm just saying it right now.
What's the boar's armor class?
Oh no.
Let me check.
I just saw their damage.
11.
The boar takes
How much?
Why do they do this to me? Okay. The boar takes 6 points of piercing damage as they rush it with 2 javelins, and then the other 2 stand up to throw theirs. And what was the AC?
11.
Okay, another one hits and does 2 more points of damage to the boar.
2 more.
Yeah.
That's a total of 9.
Yeah.
It's still alive. It's on 2.
Yeah,
on
so
2
the
hit
other
points.
2 kobolds run out to go pick up their javelins, and the other ones start circling the boar. It's like, we're gonna eat good tonight, boys!
I'm going to look at them and say, return, and point towards the door and cast command on all 3 of them.
You're
Oh.
gonna upcast it? There's 4 of them.
Yeah. There's 4 of them? I thought there was 3 of them. Never
Well,
mind.
there's 3 and T.
3 and T. Okay, never mind.
You gonna
I don't
retcon
wanna
that?
waste...
Okay.
Yeah.
T and the cobots. I don't keep doing this motion.
You could command one and then we
I
could
have to
just
stop.
like
I mean, you guys got
like
like
the other one.
you guys got 12 seconds before they act again. I'm gonna let you guys kind of decide what you want to do here, because they're gonna attack the boar again, and it's gonna go.
Can I just say the boy just looking at me in the most confused, betrayed look, and all I'm doing is just like pointing at Breker, like no.
You're pointing
I
at
didn't
Breker?
I'm pointing at Breker. This is all him. It's not me.
I feel like
Headcanon, they are the same animals. Every time I summon them, they remember.
Why is Rob cracking up like that?
Because he just rolls something probably good or bad.
Probably bad.
Probably the one. He probably got another one somehow.
Yeah, to us. All the kobolds are now out of the room, right? And they're like attacking this boar.
Yeah.
They want to eat the boar, like you know.
You
maybe we let them do that, and that might distract them for quite a while.
If they kill the boar, it disappears.
Rob,
yeah, there's nothing to eat.
They don't know that though. They don't know that. So let's just say
they will soon.
Take the boar into. Why don't you take the boar into the room?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Rob, in response to them attacking, though, I would have been like, "I'm sorry, Goldy," and I would have also attacked the boar. But I would have like prefaced my attack saying, "Boar, I banish you back away to the ethereal realm."
Okay. You can make an attack roll.
I'm just gonna like hand like, yeah, he can do that.
Problem is, Goldy pointed at you first, so the boar rushes you, and I rolled a crit. So Goldy, please roll dice twice for the boar.
What am I rolling here?
I don't know. It says it on the stat sheet for the boar. You should have it in your
Sorry,
extras.
let me check.
So just roll a gore attack with the boar. I'm gonna say it's right next to Chef or sorry, Breker, so it can't get the charge. It'll just get the normal gore.
It's got charge. Yeah, I'll do charge.
So it can't charge. It just does the gore. But you have to roll 2d6 because it crit.
Oh, whoops. Let me try that again. I prematurely did 2.
And then I got a 12 to hit and for a 10. So I think I killed it.
I got
it's
8.
Okay, so take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the boar charges you, and like somehow its tusk goes through your chainmail, like on the underside of your plate. You're like, oh god. Just right in the gut, like it just knocks the wind out of you, and you're just like, and it just goes and dissipates into the smog, just. And the kobold's like, God damn it! That was my kill! How dare you!
I'm just
kind
gonna
of like turn
like
around and look at the rest of the party still staring at the pile of gold, and be like, lift my hands up like, why the fuck haven't you guys done anything yet?
Where's the meat?
Because it's been 12 seconds.
Rob, I'm gonna walk upstairs.
It's been closer to an hour of staring at this treasure pile.
No, it's been about 20 minutes.
I started the preparations to make a fire. I have done something. I said let's make a fire and use pickaxes.
Guys, I got something. I'm gonna walk up the stairs and scream out, "Oh shit!" And I'm transforming into a smaller version of an ice troll.
What is this desire to get ourselves killed before the dragon shows up?
What's that gonna do? They're just gonna attack you.
Make a deception check, Mash.
The kobolds. I'm trying to get the kobolds in the room.
Make a deception check, Mash.
Rob, just before we carry on, can I just say that I actually stand next to Breker, folded arms, and goes, "You're a paladin."
19.
And that's it.
19.
Yeah.
I rolled really well, and that's better than what I rolled.
Sorry, Chef.
What do you do?
So I'm walking down the stairs, growling as however the troll growled before, and expecting my comrades to get them in the room. Like,
So you're trying to scare them from the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm walking down.
All right. Make a intimidation check with disadvantage. Because you're dressed like Mesh, and you look like a redheaded stepchild that has had some bad soup.
Intimidation. That's 15 with disadvantage. Not bad.
Okay. One of them passed. 3 of them bolt into the room and shut the door, and the other one's like, "What the? Your disguise sucks." What? How the hell did you do that? The makeup so quick.
I slash. I go for a
Stop
slash
that.
attack at an unarmed
What?
attack.
Make an unarmed
They
strike.
recognize you.
Yeah.
You're gonna attack it? Okay.
Make an unarmed strike.
Yay! This is good.
It's 9 plus 5, so 14.
Roll damage. Should just be a 1
3.
plus your strength.
It's 3. It's 3.
Okay. I'm just
What
gonna
have
throw
we
these guys in
become?
here.
What have we become?
3.
Yeah.
All right. He makes a stab with the javelin and misses. What the fuck, man? Get him, boys! I'm gonna roll. They just hide. So you guys can figure out what you want to do with this thing. I'll let the rest of the party react to this before we roll any initiative, because there's been a decision made, and I don't think this is gonna end well. So what do you guys want to do?
Whilst everyone's gathering around these kobolds, can I go and get the wood from the other room, from
you
the
just
crate?
literally walk past both of them upstairs. Sure. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm off doing.
This mockery.
I'm off doing that.
Mesh.
What do you say?
It's like, what the fuck?
Make a wisdom save, Mesh.
Just say
The wisdom 16.
Natural 2.
You have disadvantage on your next attack roll, and you're gonna take some psychic damage.
2d4 psychic damage.
Cool.
4, 5.
5?
It's only a cantrip, so it's not like a really big harming thing.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I'm gonna scream out, "You're a thief!" I'm just gonna keep pointing out the obvious to every situation at this point.
Then Devii does this.
Breker.
Can I try to knock the kobold unconscious?
Sure. Make an attack roll. You can use whatever means you want. If you want to use an unarmed strike or the hammer, but you can make a non-lethal damage. You can basically pommel him.
15 to hit.
Roll damage.
9 damage.
He's out.
Then can I like pick him up and drag him quickly into the room and be like, the thing got him. He's got a scratch on him. Can you try to bandage him up in there?
Not technically a lie.
Give me a persuasion with advantage. They're already scared. Or you know what? Just give me a flat one. Flat persuasion. I don't want to do advantage, disadvantage too much.
8.
I mean,
Is it great?
I think what they would end up doing is they look at the wound and then see that it, like, they could hear outside that you hit it. And so they're just like,
They're inside the room, right?
yeah.
I'll just pick the body up here. I'm a healer, and she'll bring it in there with them. Please do what you need to do, and she'll shut the door and start, like, making sure he's okay.
He's fine.
No, but she's just like, I'm done with whatever's happening out here, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go in with them and shut the door.
Okay, sounds good.
Breker's gonna point at the pile of gold very insistently and hold the door shut.
Okay, so by this time I've probably returned with the wood, the crates, right?
Yep.
I've returned with the crates, and then I will start breaking up the crates on top of the bedroll on the pile of ice.
Okay.
I'm still making noises and like smashing things just to keep the impression up. But I'll probably do that while I'm hacking away at the ice, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep staring at the situation because I'm like, what the hell happened to you guys? Something in the air? And that's it.
I'm going to pull out my tinderbox, And use that to make a spark and start the fire. Let's get this thing going.
I mean, tinderbox just happened, so no problems.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so Devi's in the room. Mesh, what's Mesh doing?
I'm whacking the ice with a big pick. Minus pick.
What's Dally doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
Dally, can you help me
Just-
by fanning with this fire by fanning it, please? Could you help me with keep the fire going?
I mean, what are we trying to light?
The wood that I
She
just
got some wood
pulled down.
and bedding from upstairs near Devi's room. Just grab some of that, and they're just lighting it on top of the fire.
Oh,
Kind of keep
well,
it
if it's a small
heated.
campfire, then I can just light it.
She did that already. She's just kind of asking for help, essentially, to make it bigger.
Oh,
Yeah, just to
Okay.
keep it fanned
Keep it
and keep it going.
Yeah.
okay. Sure.
Okay. So you guys do that? Chef Goldy?
Yeah, you know what? I just shrugged my shoulder. All right, I'm gonna help get this damn thing out. Ugh. I just help. I have no idea what's going on. What the hell happened here?
I don't know.
Breker?
I'm gonna hold this door.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Does he get assistance since I'm in there with them? I would probably be sitting in front of the door.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
no,
that
'cause
doesn't
you're
really help with
preoccupied.
athletics. I'm just trying to, yeah.
I got an 8. Today
Okay.
is not a good day.
Well, the highest two rolls still beat an 8, and the other one does not. So I'm gonna say the other one that doesn't do it. I'm gonna say two of them kind of crawl over Devii like these weird acrobats and come through the door, and they're like, "What are you doing? Don't touch the treasure! Stop it!"
I'm trying. Oh my gosh. Ow. What?
The other one's
One
just
at a
eating
time,
rations
one
and
at a
hanging
time.
out.
I'm just like one at a time. One at a time.
So yeah, they come out and they stop. They start trying to stop the 3 people that are on there, and they run past whatever the fuck Mesh is doing.
They got out.
And yeah, they rush you guys. They're like, stop. They haven't attacked yet, but they're running at you. What are you
Is it
doing?
3 of them that came out?
2.
2 of them?
One of
Then
them
can I-
couldn't get past Breker. Breker like ran into his shin guards or something and was like, give up. And starts eating the other ration again. So how's your day going?
It's actually going pretty good. Actually, no. It's actually I'm pretty.
It's pretty fucking
Annoyed.
cold, but you know,
I hate the cold.
it's not too bad.
I can make you more tea.
I'm good. Oh,
What's happening?
that's his job. Oh, he's out.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, tea's out. By the way, you two, come. And she'll command them to come back.
What's the save? Natural 20
have
on one
to-
of them.
It's a wisdom 16.
Okay, one of them comes towards you
Well,
Okay.
and is blocked by Breker.
I let him into the room. Anything go? I'm one-way door here. He can go in, but not come out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I'll say, okay, look, I like you. We need an orb from here to save the world and save you. If you attack them, I can't guarantee your safety. You better stay in here.
Okay, what are you guys doing with the other one outside?
The other kobold.
Which one is Rob? Can I get a sense if there's like a head honcho in
No.
the group of the kobolds? No.
Pure
there's not
communal.
a head in the kobold.
There's a reason there's 3 of them in the trench coat, and they take turns.
The kobold that's come over to us, I'd like to speak to them and say, you know, we only want the professor orb that is buried at the bottom of this treasure pile, and actually, this is a very fine treasure pile, and I must commend you for your hoarding of this treasure. But really, we are not going to touch any of this, and we just want that at the bottom. The faster we can get that, the faster we can get out of here, and then you can just cover up the hole like nothing happens. You have no use for this orb.
All right. I would like Chalcedony to make a persuasion check with disadvantage, and Devii to make a deception check with disadvantage.
Deception check.
Because you said
I got
to the
disadvantage.
other
Are you
one that you were
intimidating?
telling it that you were going to save the world.
Oh, I was trying to go for intimidation. That makes sense for Save the World.
Yeah.
DM.
But that is
If
what
you
we're
want to
trying
roll
to do.
intimidation, Devii, then that's
Well,
fine, but you're
I
going to have
was
to be more
gonna say-
intimidating.
That's what she's. I see what you're saying. I mean, she actually believes that. She's just trying to put it into Kobold terminology.
Like I
She's
said,
not
if you wanted
lying.
to roll intimidation, I'll allow it. But you got
Okay,
it. Both of you are at
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
I roll persuasion.
Yeah.
I'd have to use a. Even though I have disadvantage, I'd have to use a
That's fine.
superiority die for the
That's fine.
to add.
Just mark off your superiority die and then roll the dice.
Ow. Ow.
I rolled
ow.
a 12 for a 22.
Okay.
So my oh, so close, so close. My persuasion without the superiority die is a 20.
With disadvantage,
Oh no, sorry. How do I do disadvantage again?
you just right click
Manjit,
it.
have
Just
you
roll
put on
one
your
more.
lucky egg?
Sorry,
fine,
sorry.
just
I
roll it
forgot to
again.
do the.
Just roll
I
again,
forgot
it's
to
fine.
put the disadvantage on. Hang
Just
on.
roll one more.
Sorry.
Instead of rolling disadvantage, just roll one more, and then you'll get
Oh,
a
just
second
roll one
result.
more.
And then you
Alright
can just
then.
use the lower one.
So it's 17. It's 23 with my. Yeah, it's 23. The superiority die is a. I think it's a D8. Is it a D8? Sorry, one sec.
What did you roll before, Cal?
It's a 4D8. Just now I rolled a 23.
With
Before-
disadvantage.
She
What's
rolled
the
a
Yeah,
lower,
14
what's the
and a
lower
17.
roll?
So the lower roll ends up being a 20.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then what was the result with the D8 added that you rolled?
I'm just gonna do that now.
Because you did use that.
Yeah, my D8 is a 2.
Okay.
We both got 22s.
So, eerily, you both get the kobolds to take their javelins, spin them around, and they both cross their arms, and they say, I don't care about your reasons, and you clearly have something that you want, and you don't give a shit about what we think. So at your funeral, when a Beatrice shows up, and they both walk into the room and close the door behind Devii, and they just stare at Devii and snack. Fine.
Nom,
It's
nom,
your
nom.
funeral. Stupid
I imagine them
motherfuckers
doing
wanna
it
go
kind
against the
of
dragon, then I'm not gonna stop you.
angrily.
Dragons don't have to rule the world. Just because they're powerful doesn't mean they can be king.
You don't have to be king. If you're dead, they don't give a shit if you're king or they're king.
Well, at least I'm glad that we don't have to fight you guys.
I kind of just scowl. But you don't have to be in here anymore, Devii. They're not going to leave. You've convinced them otherwise. And you guys have asserted a couple bits of things of what you're going to do here. So,
Okay.
we're going to count this as resolved for the time being. And you guys begin to hack away and spend the next 40 minutes doing what you're trying to do, right? Clear this, or what is it specifically you guys are doing with the ice?
To
I think
Well-
the best way to do it would be to drill through the surface and several different points to see if we can't spot where the professor orb is, and then go deeper with that, just so we have a higher chance of seeing.
Okay,
the
so
professor
let's
orb.
do
Well,
a
also
skill
doing
challenge,
the
I
Jodie
think.
and was it Mesh? We're doing the melting too, so that's probably helping
Okay.
with the drilling.
So I would like the people that are doing the melting aspect to go on the left side of the hull, and the people that are hacking to go on the right side of the hull. And then we're going to make
Okay.
separate checks, and we're going to do a group challenge. And maybe, depending on how well you do, we knock off some time. How's that sound?
Okay.
Mhm.
Sounds
delightful.
great.
So if you're using fire, you cannot be with the hacky group, is what I'm trying to get at. So if you're using fire, it's going to be... Actually, if you want to use fire, go towards the mast. If you want to use your weapons, you can go towards where Chalcedony's at. Or, sorry, where Breker's at. Breker is hacking with ice picks and whatnot. Using fire, go to the south, and if you're using magic, you can go to the left. Okay, great. So if you're using fire, I would like you to make a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
This is just adding a flat dex bonus. If you're at the top, I would like each of you to roll an athletics check. Yeah, that's fine. Roll athletics.
Well, that's not great. Can't I charisma the eyes open?
No, you can't talk to it.
I want to
Successfully.
Please, God, let me
disclaimer,
inside.
you can talk to it, just not successfully.
Ah, I thought that'd be higher.
Do you mean an athletics check?
Not for you. You're using fire.
Oh,
sorry,
I just rolled a save.
Dexterity.
not a
I mean,
check.
You dance around the fire. Hey, ooh ha.
For this
What am I-
dexterity check,
sorry,
are we-
what
You
am I
just click the
rolling?
dexterity at the top and use your dex bonus. You don't use a skill.
Does the ice like music?
Devii has the bardic bullshit for this though. So Cari, you can just do any of the dexterity based skills you don't have proficiency in. And that'll be your check. So if you like, I don't think you're proficient in sleight of hand, so just use that skill, okay?
What? No, I did the dex up here, right?
Yeah, but you have a half proficiency because you're bard. Because this is a
So-
skill check that you have half
Then I'll-
Can I
proficiency
do
in.
my
Wait,
proficiency?
can I roll
bonus
again
with
then,
it?
or do you?
Yeah, because you have half proficiency in athletics, do you not? Or sleight of hand, right? You don't have full sleight of hand
Darn.
proficiency, Vanvalor?
Nope.
Okay, so you two just roll sleight of hand, and Cal
Okay.
roll dexterity.
Okay, so.
No, that's better.
Wait, are we re-rolling? Or because I still have my rolls.
I don't know. Just tell me what the result is. I don't really
6.
care. Okay, fail. Van, what'd you get?
11.
Okay. Jodie, what'd you get for Cal?
12.
Okay. And what are my athletics folks at?
17.
Okay, in order. Mesh Chef Goldy.
13.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So it's a pass, but only 2 were critical passes. So I'm gonna say you knock off about 10 minutes off of this check. So it's a success. You get to do what you intend to do in the time frame, and then you go a little bit further and save some time with the checks that were over 15. So it'll take you about half. I'll even say 15 minutes. You knock off. This is about 30 minutes. You estimate in this layer is not that much gold. Actually, it's just all spread out and it's mixed with silver. It's probably somewhere like, again, because you're not intending to take this gold, I'm just gonna ballpark it, but there's somewhere around the number of 100 gold here, somewhere in the ballpark of like 200 silver, probably a good 400 or so copper. But then there's something odd. I would like one player to make a perception check that is hacking.
I've got proficiency with +6. Anyone else want to go?
Nope, I'm at +3.
My rolls have been ass cancer. So
I'll
we
go.
go for it.
I'll go.
Okay, go for it, Goldy.
With what?
22.
There you go.
22?
That's how it's done.
22.
Okay. You see 2 pearls amidst all of this detail that are about this big.
Oh.
Oh
And they're
god, we want
probably
those.
worth about 100 gold. Like, they're massive.
We want those for spells.
And then, because you rolled so high, you can see in the second layer, there are significantly less things, and it looks like the majority of the gold is to kind of hide what's under it. And in the second layer, you can see clearly, based off of your checks, there are quartz, There are 3 different quartzes in there. There's a large tatted set of fabrics in there that look to be very expensive. There is a large cracked aquamarine gem. There is a very intricately scrimshaw looking figure that's kind of like, I don't know, like a really nice standard figure in there. But something is interesting about this figure. It has some kind of like runic engravings on the base. And then there is there's what looks to be a vial. But the vial's cork and shape seems to be glinting with some kind of like frost, almost like magically influenced by being in the hoard itself of a dragon, taking on draconic features. This thing has some kind of like things like almost scale like patterns on the outside of the glass, and it's empty, but it looks like something very interesting is a part of it.
I'm going to relay that information to the party. Guys, there's some stuff underneath the gold.
And also, all of these things that I'm listing are layered on top of the fabrics, and it looks like the fabrics are indeed hiding things underneath of that. But again, there's another layer of ice to get to them.
No Professor Orb?
No orb.
Then keep looking, right?
That's the second layer. I feel like we really need to make a beeline to try and find this orb first before
Yeah.
worrying about getting out this. I mean, the other stuff looks mighty tempting, but I'm just worried about this dragon showing up.
Yeah. We also told the Kobolds
Should
we
I-
weren't gonna
should I-
take anything.
Do you guys think I should work on a place we could hide?
Sure, yeah.
On the ship?
Like, just in case they come back while we're looking.
Alright, I'll work on something.
This may sound ridiculous, but do you think I should just use the last 2 animals and just put them in strategic places as like an early warning system for us or something?
We
Yeah.
already have Valen's owl up there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, let's just keep digging.
Yeah.
Rob, I'm gonna head into the north room where there's like broken crates
Okay.
and try to find loose floorboards or something where I could make an opening where we could like go under the floor
With what?
with my crowbar and stuff. I have stuff, right?
Make an intelligence check.
It's a 13 plus 1, 14.
The entire hull has been reinforced from many years of being traveled, and also, despite the crash, seems to be in perfect condition outside of this thick layer of rime all over the floorboards. You're not getting any of this stuff up in any reasonable timetable. Probably going to take you longer to do this than just to uncover the stuff in the other room.
Jeez. What else can I work on then? Maybe like there's tables and stuff with the goat, right? Some kind of table kind of space. Maybe I could fashion or jerry rig the table into a makeshift blockade or something.
I mean, you could try to use the table to like block the door. That seems pretty reasonable. But you'd have to get everyone in there before you do the blocking, because otherwise it's going to defeat the entire purpose.
Once we know the dragon's there, I could block the door then.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, okay.
By the way,
We're
Goldy, there's a
continuing
goat
to
in the
dig
other room.
Meanwhile.
A coat?
Yes, a goat in
Oh,
the other room.
goat.
An emaciated goat.
Guys, are we okay right now? Do you need me?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We need you to
Alright. I'm sorry, my instincts just kicked in.
Go after.
we
Okay.
already, or somebody, I don't know who, maybe it's already gave the goat some rations.
Mhm.
Okay. Just, I want
It
to.
wasn't me.
Of course not. Couldn't flirt with a goat, could you?
Okay, guys. Take that energy into digging.
Sorry, Jodie, that was a stupid joke.
Okay, are you trying to uncover?
Yeah, Callow's gonna be so mad at you for saying.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, because
I'll
there's
just
only
ignore
5
that
of you
comment.
working on this currently, and there are 9 separate areas that are covered by these kind of tapestries, or rather, not tapestries. What did I say they were called? Indigo fabrics. That look to be very expensive.
If Wizards of the Coast decided to put it on the bottom row, I'm going to complain to them.
Funny thing is, Wizards didn't put it in there. I did. So you can complain to someone else. You know, the person you live
Never
with.
mind then.
Okay.
Scary.
So there are lots of fabrics here. So with this melting process is going to be difficult. So you need to let me know whether you intend to try to preserve these
It'd be
fabrics
faster
with
to-
your fire once you get through, or are you going to just try to use brute force without
Can
the
we
fire?
just burn them? We didn't say we wouldn't ruin anything, so we wouldn't take anything.
We didn't. We just said we wouldn't take it.
But you also didn't tell me whether or not you're planning to melt the entire layer, or if you're going to try to do like a
don't know
section.
how far the Professor Orb is, do we? So I mean, it
You
could
don't know
be
how
a right
far, and you don't know where, because you
And we
don't have
don't
a
know
spell
where.
anywhere in this pile where it is. You guys are literally needle in a haystacking this.
Yeah.
Look in the crag cat's mouth.
You're gonna look in the crag cat's mouth?
Yeah, just run. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna be like.
I'm gonna
Make a perception
ritually
check,
cast
sure.
detect
Or
magic.
investigation, sorry. What, Mesh?
I'm gonna ritually cast detect
no.
magic.
It
Okay.
hit the side. Can I reroll since I
No.
hit the edge? Okay. Well, that's a 6 plus 1.
Denied.
7.
It's scary.
There's the mouth in there.
It's about as close to you as the other one on the mountain that bit you
Oh.
and knocked you out. Maybe a little PTSD is kind of distracting you on your inspection.
Oh no.
Mesh is gonna ritually cast detect magic, but you guys are just finishing your thing. So while you're doing this, Mesh will not be able to participate in the check because he's doing this.
Yeah. Plus, I was spending a bit of time doing the back room.
Can he pinpoint where it is?
Possibly, you don't know. All right, what are you guys doing?
Crying. I chipped it.
Still smashing.
Yeah. Do you want to continue basically? Do we want to continue with the fire because it's going to destroy the fabric? I mean, I'll be honest. I don't give a shit because we just need to get that orb as fast as possible before that dragon comes back.
Yeah, I'm okay because we can always just like put stuff back over once we're done. Nothing to see
Okay,
here.
a round of checks just without Mesh this time.
The same again.
Same thing as we
dexterity?
just did. So sleight of hand for Vannon and Devii, dexterity for Cal, and then athletics for the other 3 knuckleheads. Or rather 2, because...
It lands on the floor. I'm not
Can
gonna
you
use it.
stop throwing it like a goddamn baseball?
I wasn't expecting it to hop out.
She's ripping it like it's a baseball in here, man. Fucking not. It's not a big
I mean, she is agitated right now. You know, in a very bad place.
That's a 15.
The funny thing is, she rips it harder when she's happy.
It's also a natural 1 on the floor. Oh, that's a 7. It's not a natural 1.
If
Anyways,
it's on the
I'm not
floor, I
using
don't
that
count
one.
them.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
We rolled better. We
Okay,
rolled
so
better
Devii got a
that time.
15. Who else?
I got 21 dexterity.
Okay. And for the last fire starter, we have?
I was muted. 19.
19. Okay. All right. Smashy boys. Bash bros.
Bash bros.
Chef first.
18.
Okay.
23.
Okay. You guys get your shit together. and
Guys, we're
have
a
actually
team.
decided on a
hope.
very good strategy to heat the outer rim and then use the pick to lift like sheets of it so that you can pull the fabrics out one at a time. And in working together, it's a little slower, but because you have this efficient method, you guys are going like one then the other with heat, hit, heat, hit, heat, hit in a small cadence. You guys spend another, you knock off a full 30 minutes off of this. And you get this down to 30 minutes on the next pull. So you guys only spend an hour to go through 2 layers instead of 1. And not a single failure means, especially, none of the fabrics are even damaged.
Yeah.
In the
Guys,
next
not gonna lie,
layer,
Vanvalor wants the pretty fabrics.
in the next
I will
layer,
be your-
you can
I
see
will be
there
your
are more
princess.
fabrics here. But it is a large black satin cloth that doesn't seem to have any value other than hiding something.
What is inside the cloth?
And above the cloth, sitting underneath of the satin pieces that you pulled off, sorry, the indigo fabrics that you pulled out, is a layer of gold. 3-fold the amount of the other gold, and there's no other coins here, just gold. And dotted inside of the gold are a few items. There is a marble statuette of a griffin that looks to be inlaid with gold, and it's about 1 foot.
That's big.
Big.
Wow.
Then there is a black pearl inside, and Cal, you see it and you're like, that's 500 gold.
Oh shit.
Like, that's an
It's
easy
fine.
appraisal. It's completely pristine
Wow.
and preserved. And on top of that, there also seems to be an orb. A little big with slight pulsing energy.
We've done it.
Velen, is that it?
There is a leaf-shaped peridot that Cal would probably be able to guesstimate it's about 300 gold. And a small, what looks to the rest of you to be an oversized cigar box that started to manifest some white dragon scales. And Devii, that's no cigar box. That's your tattoo kit.
That's mine. I
It's
told
a
them.
what?
It's under the
Oh, the
ice.
tattoo kit. Okay.
It's under the ice. That's layer 3.
Wait.
Did it?
So
How
you,
long would it take to get to that one specific thing?
so
under
you
the
guys
ice?
pulled off all of the satin pieces and all the stuff that I described before. What I just described is under the next layer.
Okay.
So the Professor
Okay,
Orb
what-
is under the next layer.
Correct. That's what you
Yeah.
can see sitting on the ice.
So we can
And then
see
there's
it.
something
We
under the
just-
cloth.
And then there's the
as
cloth.
well.
So it's like a. So think of it this way: you got the gold and the mixed coins and the pearls. You destroyed the first layer. You can see there's a bunch of these, a bunch of indigo fabrics. There's some quartz. There's an aquamarine. There's a cool archer figurine with some like runes on it. And then there's this really cool looking flask that has some dragon scales starting to manifest on it, and like a little like the cork is somehow shaped like a dragon's claw now. And it looks like a dragon vial of some sort. You broke through and got to all that stuff, and that stuff was sitting on all of the fabrics. You pulled the fabrics out so you can see what's under it, which is another layer of ice with all of these little things dotted on a flat layer of a shit ton of gold that is sitting on yet another useless fabric, this time of black, that's covering what seems to be another layer of stuff.
So we need to get to that last layer.
Well, you need to get to the third layer for the Professor Orb, but there's a 4th layer under it. Is what you can guess underneath of the black satin.
But my tattoo thing is on the same layer as the orb.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's. I think we should make a beeline for the orb first, and then and the Devi's tattoo kit first.
Devii, you
and
okay
then
with that?
What'd you say?
If we
Get orb first.
how about we get the orb and the tattoo kit first, and then we can maybe assess if there's time to investigate what's underneath the other fabric. But there's valuable things here, but I'm concerned about that dragon.
We can always come back, you guys.
And I don't know if I can sweet talk her. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm not sure if I can do it.
I mean, we can't. I would want to get it and go.
There's no sweet talking it now. We've taken the treasure.
Okay,
Yeah.
now, Mesh,
Has someone taken the treasure? Because I have not put anything into the bag of holding.
We've defrosted the treasure. That's bad enough.
so time out. So what I can do is I'm gonna have Mesh actually roll me an Arcana check now that he's got his magic detect going.
Okay. 19 plus 1, so 20.
Okay.
Have we melted down to the final layer?
No, this is after
Can
you.
we say that we do that and then do the checks for everything?
No, because Mesh's thing only lasts for like a certain amount of time. So he gets to identify everything on layer 1 and 2, and then he can see the stuff on layer 3.
Can we continue
and then
digging
you can
while
do the
he's
continue.
doing that? Can we?
Only if he doesn't want to participate in the next check. But I need to tell him the result of this, and then we can get to you guys.
Yeah.
Telling him what he sees is not gonna is free, Cari. So then you guys can do your thing after he gets the information. First and foremost, Mesh. There is a thin fog in the entire horde, including the gold and the coins, from top to bottom, and even inside of the air and snow and the wind itself, like a very fine mist of transmutation and enchantment magic that seems to radiate from the pit. Almost as if things that are in a horde of a dragon are becoming magical just by existing in the horde. Magic of the dragon itself influencing it. Time and age and wisdom pent up and changing things that are already there that have some sort of value to become magic even though it wasn't before. That's what you get on a 20. Can't tell you what those things are because you didn't roll above that, but you get a lot of information for this. Second, the figure that they pulled out that looks like a little scrimshaw archer with some runic writing is a I believe I'm gonna say it's abjuration magic is on it. And your guess is, just from a cursory look at it, that there's some sort of command word activation in order with that. All of the coins that you see, the fabrics and the gems, are completely inane, with the exception of the Professor Orb, which is radiating a bunch of different magic. It's like a prismatic shard in this mass. It's like all of the different kinds of magic, except for illusion and necromancy. It's got all of the other ones present. It's just like it's like a prism with light that goes into it, just like it's radiating like a beacon. And then the empty flask is I'm gonna say is evocation magic, even though it's empty. Next, the black pearl is nothing, and the griffin is also nothing. The peridot is nothing.
I was hoping.
And
the griffin was
Devi's
like a magic griffin.
yeah, I know. Devi's kit of tattoo kit is also a very odd mix of transmutation and enchantment magic mixed with a little bit of evocation magic now. But the weird thing is, you're kind of getting it conflicting because the magic doesn't seem to be on the box. It seems to be something inside. Like there's like a bunch of different little aspects inside that are like all these different things, and because they're kind of trying to come through to your vision, it's like X-ray vision that's kind of got something behind something in an X-ray. So it's very difficult to discern what they are, the shapes and the design. You can just kind of think of it like if you had new vision and no one else can see something, you put your glasses on, and then it's like no one sees anything but a box, but you see like a box with like a bunch of different colored dry ice is kind of erupting out of the edge, if you will, in different colors. So that's what you see. Okay. I'm going to let Mesh say something after getting all of this information done. And then we're going to resolve if you guys want to take anything of the layers that you have first. And then we're going to go to see what you're going to do with the layer third. Okay? The third layer, rather.
I'll just mention this is magic, this is magic. These are fine. Professor Rob's magic, and there's something weird on your tattoo kit, Devii. Feels like a mix of magic
that's
from there.
interesting.
The only reason you know what the
Never heard
Professor
magic
Orb
before.
is because what's her name's there. She's like, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, let's get it. I mean, I told them we were going to take what's ours. That's mine.
Alright, I can help with this next check now.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is, are you guys going to take anything else?
Guys, can we just start taking everything?
Not at the moment. We need to get that.
Breker, like, drenched in sweat, having just been, like, digging for the past 2 hours, or, like, hour and a half-ish, is like, dig first, pick up stuff later.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'm
agree.
saying that the alarms are set. Take everything that isn't nailed down. But let's just continue. Let's
That's
continue.
gonna take us more time.
Give me the
I'm going to
checks.
give Vanvalor Bardic Inspiration. We can do this.
Okay.
Well, I'll give her bardic inspiration.
What do you say?
Dexterity.
Bardic
Not gonna
inspiration.
help.
What?
What'd you say?
What do you say?
Can they just circle jerk each other Bardic Inspiration?
Dally,
Yeah,
that sounds like a
It's a bit crude,
Allow-
but I'll
Wait,
allow it.
wait, I didn't hear what he said.
I'll give you bardic inspiration.
What do you say?
Oh, that's what
So we
what
got
it is?
this.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
we got
this.
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
and we'll grab, we'll do the Roman like handshake thing, where they
Yeah,
like grab each other's forearms and like stare into each other's eyes real intensely. Yeah. No,
Dally, I can't help but
Mine is a D8.
mine is also a D8.
Okay. I will do my lucky.
Okay, let's get the Bash Bros
No, I will
first,
do my treasure hoard D8.
because Carrie's gonna rip this into the next fucking house.
I had a
So,
14.
14 from Breker. Mesh.
Is this athletics or athletics? Plus 5, that's a 12.
We'll add the D8.
12.
It's gonna be gone before anything.
I hit a 10 with your help.
Goldy.
me.
With your help,
22.
I hit it.
22. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting good rolls.
Yeah. You're rolling like hot. Freaking hot. Okay, so Devii got a 10. Ugh, okay.
With the Bardic Inspiration.
Cal, what'd you get with your dex check?
20.
Okay.
20, yeah.
Van?
So in this hour and a half, Vanvalor's become really adept at fire. He's like learning, he's playing with it with his fingers in presentation. So he got like a 24.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, well, you guys were not going to make it, but you have 5 passes and 3 super passes. Or like, I guess above 20s, or rather above 15s. And 1 or 2 were above 20. So I'm going to allow another 30 minutes on this check. However, there's a complication. Because during this layer, you guys realize that this is getting harder. You guys are all getting more and more fatigued the longer you're doing this. And it's bone chilling in here. The more you sweat, the more ice gets put on your pores. And the more you exert effort, the harder it is to breathe. And it's not natural because this has nothing to do with the altitude, but it's almost like the longer you're working on this, there's some sort of natural defense that is radiating, making it almost like it feels as if the ship has slowly been rising in altitude just without any help, and it's really hard to get through. So you're going to get a little bit of a penalty, so it's going to be down to 40 minutes this time.
I stare at my scarf. Has my color changed? The scarf that changes color on altitude?
I think you're just saying it feels as though we changed altitude.
I'm just checking.
What does your scarf have to do with anything?
You gave me a scarf at the beginning of the campaign that changes the color blue, different shades of blue because of altitude change.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Is it one of the special fun things?
Was it one of the special fun things?
Yeah.
Did I take a special fun thing?
Yeah.
I did
okay.
not take
yeah.
one. I should have.
I didn't take a special
It's
fun thing.
changing colors,
Yeah,
but
it
you
changes
don't know
on
what it means
altitude.
because it's like going haywire.
Oh yeah.
I
But
wish
why
I
did
took
he-
one now.
Where did he get that? I
The
didn't
same
get
place you got
anything.
your little
I didn't
scrimshaw
get
thing.
special
Yes, you did
something.
get something. You rolled on a table for something. That's what he rolled.
What did I get? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Nothing
You were
special.
supposed to write it down.
I don't remember.
If you don't remember,
Anyways.
that's not my fault. Okay.
I'm
I think I might have not just
everything
done
down,
it.
okay? I wrote everything
Sure
down.
you did. Sure you did. Okay. So
I have like
you guys have gotten through to this lair. Does anyone try to remove coins and also remove the satin to see what's under it? Or do you just grab the shit and start running? I don't know what you guys are planning, but now you have access to the full third lair.
have we
I don't
got,
know
have
the
we
others.
got the
And
orb and
also,
the
the
toba?
other complication is the fire's gone.
The fire went out.
I'm-
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna because Devi's against this. What I'm doing is I'm gonna grab mine and say, okay, we got it, and then I'm gonna turn around and kind of go address the kobolds and ask them a question. Because Devii would be against you guys taking anything, but since her back is turned to you guys, she won't know if you take anything.
We could.
I'm-
I only want to see. We know what else is here other than what's under that black cloth. Can we have a look
We
under
can
that
move
cloth?
the black cloth for free. I want to move it.
That cloth.
I'm-
That cloth.
You will
I
have
can-
to
I can-
spend probably about 10 minutes to start clearing coins so you can lift it, because it's like a full single sheet to see what's under
Okay.
it. But you got to move all the coins aside to kind of see what's there.
Get the
Can
bag
we-
of
I mean,
holding. Just-
we
just
grab
dump
the orb
everything in.
first.
Can
You
we
guys
do
have a
that?
professor orb. You cannot add it to your don't add it to your list yet, because I will tell
We
you
need to
this:
get out of here.
you guys are doing all the work. Villain has not done anything besides use a hand and try to just carry things lightly. And then when the professor orb is free, she grabs it. It's hers.
Okay.
She just goes
Yeah.
and
She's
snatches
like,
it like that.
I'll be taking this. Thank you. This is mine. Professor, we will have some swift words later. She puts it in her pack.
Okay.
Bag
is
of
of the
holding.
essence.
Dump
Fun
everything in. Yes. No.
Yeah.
No.
Can we do that in 10 minutes? Just like
What are you dumping?
anything that we can. Can I
Nothing.
just
I
roll
think-
for like
I
I just grab anything I can.
Time out, Van.
I don't think we should grab anything because I feel like there's an alarm system somehow, and I would
Yeah.
rather not.
Definitely
maybe
don't
I
grab
would-
anything.
Do I know if I would have detect magic the alarm system if there was one?
Detect magic fades because you spent like 30 minutes doing something else. Unless detect magic
I-
lasts for
I
longer than 30 minutes.
Tend to agree
No,
with.
but would I have known about an alarm spell? I'm just asking about knowledge.
Yeah, yes, you would have definitely seen if there was an alarm on it.
Okay.
that's a spell.
Wouldn't we be moving the stuff about just to get it out of the way? Doesn't that count as movement?
I'm not sure what you're getting
Yeah.
at, Goldy.
Like while we're digging, wouldn't we just be grabbing stuff and putting it aside?
I would
Like, for
say
example, I
if
picked up
you
mine and
were
took her
intending to
gold.
move the gold aside
I'm
in order to pull the satin, I would say yes, but you guys didn't say that in your
So-
intent.
Like,
Hmm.
I'm
I'm
just
worried
gonna
about.
pocket some gold, like as much as I can.
I don't think we should do that. And also, I'm worried about the stuff that is all scaly and weird, because what if
Oh.
it can track us with those?
All right. I won't grab anything.
I will.
Yeah,
I will say for starters, I'm gonna.
Van's just-
I need to correct this because Van, you saying that means that Mesh would know that the influence is not meant to be a security feature. The influence is making something that was not magical into a magical item.
Okay.
Because that was his check. So if I didn't make that clear to all of you and Mesh shared that information, you all know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the draconic
Well, then I have
feature is
no
the
qualms.
influence of the dragon's horde, the dragon's magic, making something magical that wasn't before.
I have no qualms then. My
Yeah.
qualms are few.
I suggest. Well, I'll be honest. I want to know what's under that cloth because it's not worth anything. So I feel like it's hiding something. So can someone give me a hand and we can lift that black cloth up?
Yeah.
All
gonna
right,
take 10 minutes no matter
I'll
what.
do it.
So you guys are gonna have to dedicate 10 minutes to do this if you want to.
Devi's not with them. She's
I
gone
understand,
over.
Cari.
Would anyone like to
I'm
help
doing
me?
it. I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
I look at Valin and tell her that keep an eye on your bird. We need to know if it's coming.
All right, I'll take a look. And she sits down in the corner and kind of holds her hands on her spell book, and then starts looking through you've seen her do this before, looking through the vision of Scout or Owl. Breker and Van, is there anything special you guys are doing, or are you going to help them do this?
Not happily, but Breaker's like looking at the exit here, like it's time to go, guys. We've burnt a lot of time here.
Okay.
Mhm.
No matter what happens next year, we get to the dog sleds, we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just grab as much as you can.
Now, Mesh, this is not grabbing items. You're the only one that has communicated that you're grabbing items. The rest of the party is moving shit away so they can pull a cloth for the 4th time now. So are you grabbing shit or are you helping them?
You take stuff, Mesh?
I'm helping move stuff, but I'm saying grab the magic items at least in the.
Okay, that's a
bag of
separate
holding.
thing, so we're going to get to that later. So when you pull the cloth, I would like... You know what, we'll just tell you what's there. Fuck it.
You've worn him down.
Underneath the 4th layer is not much. It is a thick layer of ice that is under the same kind of dome mold, but there's significantly less things here. There is a large piece of splint armor that is made out of mithril, which Breker identifies immediately as something that would prevent any form of stealth problems with this armor. It is very, very, very light. And on top of that, it seems to have been manifesting some little draconic scales, as if this thing might start manifesting more features if it stays in here longer. There is a 3-foot diameter bronze ceremonial bowl with encrusted carnelians all around it. It is 3 foot in diameter, so this is massive bowl. And Cal, if you could spend more time, you would just instantly ballpark this with how nice this is at a like 1,000 gold baseline appraisal.
Mhm.
In addition, there are 7 loose garnets that seem to be like in there, inside of the bowl, that are also probably about 100 gold each. They're like that big. And there also seems to be a there also seems to be a bandolore in there.
A what?
A bandolore, which is a musical
What's that?
instrument
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
that is just gorgeous. And the wood in it would be something you would imagine would be very easily destroyed in something like this, but it is completely untouched outside of the ice. And that's under the 4th layer of ice, underneath the satin that you're, sorry, the black, yeah, the black satin that you pulled.
Did you say there was something else
Oh,
underneath
wow.
that as well?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Then you see
This
the
is
4th.
another layer we haven't touched
The
yet.
final
of
layer that you
ice.
haven't gotten under.
Okay.
So all I know so far is that Devii has grabbed the tattoo kit, and you've grabbed the Professor Orb. So that's all the confirmed takings, and you are at a 50-minute mark? Yeah, on the 2nd hour, I think.
Are we grabbing more things? I think we've already destroyed his treasure hoard. There's no going back from this. We should just take stuff now.
If you
But-
take
but-
things, the dragon kills you. If you don't take things,
It's already
there's a
gonna
chance.
kill us. It's already gonna try and kill us.
We haven't taken
stuff.
anything.
We haven't
Yes,
all
we've
taken
still
taken
anything.
here.
stuff. We've taken the Professor Orb and the ink. We've
That's
taken stuff.
true, but that stuff belongs to us.
We've already made an enemy of it.
This other
according
stuff,
to
just, we could reason with the dragon that these two things belong. If it came to that, that these two things belong to us in the first place.
we can't
If we-
reason. We can't reason after we came in forcefully. We can't
if we-
reason after we came.
Breker would
Yeah.
just be like, the idea was we finish this layer, we go to the dog sleds. I'm going to the dog sleds.
What, and he leaves?
I'm going with him.
Yep.
I
Alright.
would be coming.
Fair
I
enough.
probably talked to the kobolds by now. I'm coming too.
I quickly grab a handful of gold coins. That's about it.
Could I
Stealthily, I
subtract?
guess.
If you grab
Stealthily.
those gold coins, okay.
You don't see it unless
We have
roll
what?
for
We
it.
have to
I'm
check.
rolling against
We
you.
have to do a stealth check.
You have to do a stealth check. You
Yeah,
can't
you
just
need to
say
make a
you
sleight
can
of hand
take
That's what
check,
I'm doing.
and
That's what I'm
Vanvalor
doing.
and Cal, if you want to do
If I'm
this.
turning around, I'm gonna.
Well, you have
check.
disadvantage because you've already said you weren't there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So Van and Cal, you can roll perception checks. Mesh, sleight of hand, please.
That's 17.
24.
18.
24, nice.
Makes it sees it, by the way.
17.
So you see it.
We all see it.
Okay.
Ah!
Mesh, I want you to roll 3d20.
3d20. 3. I need to take one more out. I'll roll one again. 20, 14, and
And then add up
9.
the total.
So 34 and 9, 43.
Okay, so 43 divided by half is
20.
22?
21,
21?
22,
21. That's how much gold you get.
21. Yeah. It's too late. We've already taken stuff.
Even 1 gold and that dragon's
No.
coming.
It's already coming for us.
It's no.
Breker, like halfway up the stairs, I hear a lot of talking and not a whole lot of walking.
I don't
I
know
just
why you
leave.
want a
Villain
handful of
stands
gold.
up.
We already found, like, and this bracelet I've got is worth 250 gold alone. I don't know, like.
Villain stands up and says, "We've got company."
For fuck's sake.
That's where we're gonna take a
I
break.
Let's go. Let's go.
Can
Let's
I?
take a break. Let's have the dragon talk.
When we come back from break, retcon to while they were digging through the last layer with me talking to the kobold.
They didn't dig through the last layer.
We didn't.
They took 10 minutes though to do something, right? To move the stuff out of the way.
We
They were
didn't. We didn't
moving
look
the
at the
gold
very
so they could
last
pull
layer.
to see what to
10
look
minutes,
at it.
right?
So they were gonna look at the last layer. They didn't
So
dig.
during that time, I wasn't with them. Can I have talked to the kobold?
Yeah. We can start there.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Mesh, you've killed us.
Hey, blame Rob. He gave me something, so I have to work with it.
Well, you ended up taking stuff, but you took the gold, not the magic items.
Well, while I'm walking around, I can just pocket some gold without too much effort. Magic item, I need to hide it in a bag. It's literally on the floor everywhere, so it makes sense you could just grab some.
I don't know why we didn't shatter that pile of gold with our magic
Yeah,
users.
if we're taking stuff and already breaking the ice, we should have just gone all in. I'm gonna check on Nox.
gonna give you any hints because I don't.
Right, I'm just saying. I guess I'm
W.
Rude. Jeez.
Oh, bugger.
Cari should be back in a second.
Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Forgot I was muted. Sorry, I was called away. Parents thought it was a good time to talk about COVID and what exactly it means for me. Oh,
Right.
goodness.
Very good time.
It was... Anyway, sorry, what did I miss? The last time we checked, we were checking out under the cloth.
Yeah.
Well, we have a visitor.
We have a visitor.
So there's a pretty big bowl that's made out of bronze. It's got a bunch of carnelians. I don't know how to say that. Carnelians.
Is that like a metal?
Carnelians. It's some kind of gem encrusted around this thing, or inlaid gems or something that's worth about 1,000 gold. There's 7 100 gold garnets. There's a suit of armor made out of mithril. It seems to be slowly getting some scales manifesting on it over time, but it looks like it's not quite done in its finish. And then there's some kind of Vanvalor, which is a type of instrument that seems to be untouched by the ice and its influence.
Cool. And you say we have a visitor, as in like a person just showed up.
A lot of you had something to do with like being upset that you guys are taking stuff, and there's people yelling at Mesh for grabbing some gold, and then in the middle of that, Scout saw something and says, Villain says, we have a visitor.
Okay.
So as soon as Jodie and Cari get back, we can resolve that.
Okay.
We gotta wait for Cari.
Oh.
Cari.
Sorry, Rob. How much can we commit to talk about the big bad out there?
Huh?
On stream. How much can we talk about the virus on the stream?
I prefer to keep it as D&D for now.
So okay. Just a little bit annoyed, but later.
Yeah, we can talk about it offline. It's fine.
Yeah, worst time. Silly. Sorry. Anyway. I am liking having a pacifist role this week because I'm just standing there and watching like, God, you guys are idiots. So glad that door ain't fucking doing nothing to me today.
Why do you have a pacifist role?
Because I've been reacting today as opposed to acting. Just like, okay, you want a boar? Here's a boar, and we're doing this, and I just keep staring, and I'm rather enjoying this right now.
When is the dragon going to kill you all? Well, hopefully never. These, do you know? I'm not sure to pronounce your name. How do you say that?
We have beaten one. We can beat another one.
But that was a fake dragon. That one we beat before, and there was quite a tremendous loss of life. To be fair.
Chalcedony, whose side are you on?
Okay.
We can beat.
Are we ready to go? Just out of
Not
curiosity.
dragon side.
Because we're getting close to time here, so we're gonna probably just start up now. If that's all right with you guys.
Oh, there.
We have a visitor, and it's approaching very, very quickly. I cannot see anything because all it is basically a blizzard, but it's localized and it's coming very fast. Scout is on its way back, but I decided to dismiss it out of panic. We need to move quickly, but the problem is, whatever it is coming from where we want to go.
Huh.
Let's go over the side.
Do we go with the hide plan?
Can I
Now,
go with the what plan?
Unfortunately, I need to resolve something with Cari because she had 10 minutes to do something while you guys had 10 minutes to do something. So
Okay.
we're going to cut back to that.
Previously on.
So Devii, you walk over with this large box
Cashews.
and talk to the kobolds who are already still scowling and just kind of nibbling on their rations that you gave them.
Hey, if we got our things. This is mine. Are you guys gonna be in trouble?
It's your funeral.
Not us. I don't care about me. Are you guys gonna be?
I don't know.
You don't think the dragon's gonna be angry at you and hurt you guys?
The dragon's gonna be angry, but dragon's always angry.
Well, as long as you guys will feel okay, then we'll be leaving now. You're welcome to come with us if you're worried, but
She's way stronger than any of us, so we worship Oviatrus, the goddess of the north.
Okay. Well, as long as you guys will be okay, just know that protect from her if you need.
Right.
And then that's when she's turning around to go. So yeah, that's it. You can
Taking anything from a dragon is stupid, but whatever. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't see you again. You're probably dead. Thanks for the food.
Definitive goodbye there.
They said they worship the dragon.
Kobolds worship.
What did
Are we
they
hiding?
do? That?
These do.
Are we hiding or are we running?
Are we fast forwarding?
Now we're fast forwarding ahead, and Devii, you hear
hide?
Velen say, "We have company."
Velen, do you have any idea how much time?
I would venture to say no.
Do we have time to get to the things and leave? Yes or no? No?
If we leave, whatever is coming is going to see us 100%.
Dang.
I think
If we
we should be
decide not to
hiding.
leave and we hide,
have no
they will most
choice
likely
but
see
to
us
hide.
anyways. So I don't know.
It's-
We're in a lose-lose situation,
Okay,
and you
everybody in
stole
the
some
north
shit,
room.
and I did
Everybody
too.
in
So
the
we're
north room,
fucked.
we barricade the door.
Why don't
I
You
we...
want to
don't
barricade
think
the door
that's
against the
no,
dragon?
no.
Are you fucking idiot?
Might have proposed an ambush.
Let's get in the open.
Let's get
I
in
don't
the
think we-
Okay,
open.
let's just get in the open then.
No.
Prepare.
I can do something.
I don't
then.
know, Mesh. I'm panicking. There's a large fucking dragon coming, and it's a lot
I
bigger.
don't think
A
we
lot
should
bigger
get
than
in
this
the
shit.
Torterra, pass without trace. To the dog sleds, everyone now.
Okay, okay,
We
wait.
run.
Okay, I'm
going.
throwing out. I'm throwing out my two
Alright.
animals. I'm throwing out my two animals, and I'm just gonna launch them in front of the room where the gold is.
I don't see how
Yeah,
that's
but-
gonna help.
Double dash to
It'll
the...
give us time.
Would it?
What? Probably. Oh God, no, they won't.
A 1 and a
What is
2.
that,
1 and a
a
2.
rat?
I think one's a weasel.
Wait,
From memory.
which one? It's a giant rat and a badger. No, sorry, it's a weasel and a
It's a
giant
weasel
rat.
and a regular rat, I think, right? Or is it a
God.
giant rat?
It is a giant rat.
Giant rat. Okay.
Great.
All
That's
right, cool. So a giant rat and a weasel kind of just sit there and look at Goldy
Distract
and like
us.
distract. The weasel just starts
Distract.
running around the room, and the rat kind of is like rolling on the
Rat.
floor.
rolling on the floor.
Yeah. Being distracting. I
Hopefully
guess.
this will be enough. Maybe the dragon's an idiot. Let's just go. Let's just go.
We're
I
already
can
at the
think she's
stairs.
pretty
Chef
smart,
and I
but
think-
Hang on.
So we're
Cal. Devii, what did you say?
I think Chef and I are already up the stairs. Been heading
Yeah,
out.
I'm double dashing too. I'm double
Okay.
dashing too.
can I
I
dash
was
up?
already with Breker, so I'm going and following him.
We're just
Does
just
anyone
out
have
of
pass
there.
without trace that's casting
Yeah,
it or
that's-
no?
Mm-mm.
Does Torterra have it still?
He's at he's outside.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
He would have seen the dragon maybe reacting to it. I don't know.
I'm trying to
I-
make it so
I-
that when players are not here that you guys don't utilize them. But I can try to
We
do
don't
that if
wanna
you really
leave him by
want.
himself, that's for sure.
You can just hear him in the background. Jesus, that's a massive walla.
But I don't think we'd be able
Also-
to hear him. This
When
Also,
we
who's
get close
Jesus?
enough, I'll send a message.
Okay.
To tell him to get past without a trace ready. So 120 feet.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Let me
His care sheet says he has a
Um,
slot for it.
Okay, I'm just gonna mark it off.
I'm gonna give myself.
You guys have to mark it by the time you get out there, though. So he's gonna try to meet you outside of the ship and cast it once you guys get within a certain range, because you have to be close to him for him to cast it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast resistance. Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. It's up to a minute. I thought it was an hour. Continue.
Okay. Just everyone, give me a stealth check.
And if we need to jump, I will do
Same.
Featherfall.
Oh God.
Plus 10.
That's bad.
I'm not being stealthy, so that's
Plus
not
10.
good.
Yeah, you get a plus
Well,
10
my
because of the
friend
Torterra's
says-
spell.
Oh, we're there now. Okay.
I'm just letting it happen. It's fine.
33.
Okay, Torterra got a 19 minus 1, 18.
18 for me.
a self check.
Yes, plus 10.
It
If
20
she
and I.
spots us,
What?
if she spots it, if I know
I-
she
I
spots us,
got-
I'm putting up a fog cloud.
Okay.
I got
Is it
14.
Is it with a regular, like your stealth plus your stealth your whatever bonus?
Okay.
It's yourself plus 10.
Passive. Okay, got it.
Oh, just stealth plus 10.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we got 14,
I've got
14,
29.
20. Breaker, you gotta go disadvantage, yo.
Is it disadvantage or just -1?
It's always disadvantage you're wearing heavy. Unless you got something
Oh, that's too
special.
bad. Down to 17.
17, okay.
I did. I did
Goldy got a 14, Vanvalor got a 14, Cal got a 24 plus 10, so 34.
Suck.
Mesh? Devii?
33.
18.
Okay. So that
I'm like a
is
Batman.
two successes.
We're gonna die.
However,
I have
there's something
I
else
have my
at play
mage hand
here.
out, by the way.
So that should be, sorry, 3 successes. Devii, what was your check again?
18.
Okay. My mouse just died.
And I'm holding my reaction. If I see that she's spotted us, then fog cloud's going up.
Okay. I'm going to just check something.
Ow.
You okay over there?
Okay.
Nothing.
Also, just wanted to let you guys know I rolled when the dragon showed up last week. So she was coming this time. I'm not just bullshitting this. To be
I do
impeccable timing,
remember.
I rolled for this.
Yeah.
So
I remember your face.
Oh, it's fine.
What we're saying is
well,
that
'cause
we've
there's
been
like
treading on
there's
ice
two layers
the
of
entire
checks.
time.
So if you use fire
when it was
and the ship
coming.
itself has anything that's burning, there it's more likely. So
What?
I was like, well, we'll see. And then I rolled below the first total because there's like a normal threshold per hour, and then there's another threshold per hour that increases. But I rolled below the lower one or the less likely one, anyways, on the third hour. And I rolled well above on the second one for both checks. So like you guys were easily getting 2 hours out of this. All right. But that's not something you guys would have known. So let's see here. Okay. That's done. I just need to check this one now. Okay. All right. This torrent of blizzard energy comes out as the last one of you dumps into this descendant hiding area from Torterra, who basically just says to get in. And you guys get this large cloak around you, and some of you feel pretty stealthy as to what normal things are. But what happens is, piercing like an arrow is just this massive blizzard. You can't see anything, and then a nose followed by a snout in a massive draconic form comes blistering through the snow, coming towards what you can now see is a very light plume of smoke coming from the hull. I am just gonna put the rest of you onto the main deck for the time being. I don't know where. Okay, there you folks here, and then you.
When you say we're staying on the deck for the time being, we're actually on the sleds though, right?
What?
Are we on the sleds? or are we
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
deck?
I'm putting on the main
No.
deck so you can see the token.
We are?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see
Hello,
that. A
We still don't
massive.
see it properly.
I don't see
The
anything.
lighting is blocking it.
Oh wait,
Oh.
hold up. There's something.
What is it?
There you
There you
go.
go.
Ah,
What?
Oh, hi, you.
shit.
What's the size of that token?
It's got a thing on it.
A massive dragon
It's got Fred.
that is hardened with age in the snout. The first thing you see is frozen blood all over the snout and a large, oversized walrus dangling from a thread out of the mouth of the creature as it eats it in one bite.
Dang.
You, sir, are nasty.
Beatrice the dragon
it's a-
comes
a
towards the
Female
ship,
dragon.
and as she descends from the skies, the beating of the wings furiously seem to swirl the rime and ice and snow with it, and the environment seems to react and move, and the winds emanate from her. And as she lands on the ship with a large thud in the howling wind, the titanic wings crackling ice under the weight of something immense lands on the ship.
Dang.
I smell warm flesh and the panic of hearts. Where are your spells, Maltharond? We have uninvited guests.
She can talk?
I would like Vanvalor, who is probably the only one to really pick up on this detail, to
Oh yeah, because we
roll
can't
me
speak Draconic.
a. She's speaking common. To roll
Oh,
a make a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah,
Okay.
just Vanvalor for this one.
19.
That's good enough. You notice that the dragon, as she approaches, is not high above the ground, or even at like what you would anticipate to be a normal flying pace of any creature. The dragon is very low, and the wings are almost clipping the ground as it comes. And the dragon is far more immense than you even thought possible, yet bigger than the Chalcedony dragon by about twice the size.
Oh god.
In addition, the eyes, as the dragon passes over you, don't seem to perceive you. And instead, the eyes almost look like there are cataracts of rime across them. And the ship bows under her weight as she goes in and inspects the horde.
No! What has been taken?
Oh no.
Didn't we take off by now?
No, we're hiding at the
You're
front.
hiding.
We're not taking
Yeah.
off? Okay.
We're hiding.
That was a stealth check.
Yeah.
Like a lone Devii,
I
just
was
like.
curious. I didn't know why we were rolling stealth because I thought we were.
Well, that's what Breker said to do. So I was
We
going with
couldn't
that.
because
Okay,
the
okay.
ship-
Well, I'm not gonna like go against.
Because we would've
everybody.
done like that,
I wasn't
right?
thinking of what was happening.
You also notice there's like a saddle with what looks to be a Vanvalor. You can notice this is some kind of like person, maybe dwarven shape on the saddle, or human. You're not quite sure. It's kind of difficult to tell. And there's just a long beard covered in ice, but it doesn't seem to really be moving around a whole lot. Like it doesn't seem to be commanding the dragon too much. Kind of just in the saddle, if you will.
So,
It's got a friend on its back.
we take off while they're looking inside. Ready
Do
for
we run?
flight.
Is it a friend? It sounds more like there's just something on his back.
In character, can I just kind of lightly push Torterra to like start moving us and like pulling along the entire caravan of us? Like start walking slowly away from this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Get on the
I'm just
sled.
gonna use the previous stealth checks. I'm not gonna make you guys roll again.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll for villain. She got a 29.
Nice.
Really?
Glenn.
Yeah, can we get on the sleds?
I guess we're walking quietly.
Sorry, so you got a
and
30.
The sled's moving.
And we're walking.
Unfortunately, the dragon saw you.
What? How did she see us?
A giant exclamation mark just appears above her. It's like,
The dragon rises above the ship with a single swoop of the wings, shattering part of the mast and the two like guardrails on the side, and then immediately just goes and breathes a rime across the entire ship, covering it in a single breath, instantly making it an ice hockey rink.
oh, good.
And
This is gonna
you
be
guys
fun
are
to
not
move.
there, but she does this, and then immediately says, where'd it go?
Immediately says,
We know
Many
Where'd it
minutes
go?
later.
How to deal with thieves, don't we? Melthorond?
Fuck club.
Melthorond.
Haste.
that?
So,
Mhm.
are we by the sleds, Rob?
Yeah. Yeah, you're by the sleds.
Okay, so I will have gotten on the cat at that point, I
Okay.
would assume, to leave.
Okay.
Okay, haste.
On.
Me,
Okay.
and also the cat,
Fog cloud.
because of the
Right, because the
speed thing.
effects. Yep. Fog cloud. Okay.
60-foot radius. It's been upcasted to the third level.
Yeah, that's fine. Vanvalor is hasted for a minute. I think. I'm gonna roll for this. Here's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna roll a die against a player instead of rolling a die to see if something happens. If I win, I do something. If you win, I'll throw you a bone. Because this is an ancient white dragon. So who's gonna roll against me?
Does that mean that she's super strong?
Not
What does that
Breker.
mean?
I mean,
That just
In
means how
Skyrim,
old they
they're
are, and you know
bitch.
that age means power when it comes to dragons.
She's okay. So this is an ancient dragon. Great.
So who's gonna roll against me?
I think
Roll what?
My
A flat
practice roll
D20.
was a 1, so someone else please roll.
It's gonna be
sorry.
I'm just gonna roll a d20, no modifiers.
I've already
D20.
rolled.
Pure chance.
I've already rolled 2 d20s today. I don't think I want to keep pushing it.
My luck's
I'll
probably
do it.
tapped
I'll do it. I'll
out.
do it.
Okay.
Do it? Okay.
Dal and I got good vibes
Yeah,
going
down
your way.
three,
Dally,
2,
dally.
1.
Come on, daddy.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh, let's go.
I got some bad news.
Yeah.
Did you match me?
Let's fucking go. What are we looking at? What is that? What is that?
Oh.
Is that a
So-
20 as well?
Yeah, what do we do?
So what does that mean?
Means
Shit.
I win.
Wait, but we
What?
met.
You got a 19.
For what?
He got 20.
I'm looking at the
20.
wrong one. Did you get
yeah,
a crit?
you got the wrong one. He got a crit too.
All right. So
We go again.
We go again.
I don't
Oh,
see.
you just
Oh, I
like-
see it now. Okay, we go again. Ready?
Oh my
Uh.
god. This is scary.
I'll
Come
switch-
on,
do you want me to-
Dallan.
okay, Dallan. Here's the real question. Do you want me to switch dice, or use the same one?
No,
Same one,
Use
Dal.
it.
Here we go.
same one. I'm not
Oh,
a coward.
3, 2, 1.
Ain't no coward.
Oh god.
No!
Wait, I have inspiration. I'm spending it.
Okay, I'll allow it. That's fine.
Okay, 16.
That's better.
That is much.
Rob,
I rolled a 3.
sir? A 2!
Rolled a what?
A 3!
Three.
Ah!
Wow, 7 would have won anyway, so.
You don't know.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known. It
Oh,
was
that's
a good
bad.
idea.
better. 7's better than 3.
I like that implication. Yeah, we would have done it already. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
As the dragon breathes across the entire ship, making it an icicle. Saddle shifts, and the body falls. Hollow on the ground and slides on the deck. The dragon.
Malthrond? No, someone. Get back. Kobolds.
What?
Dragon begins to flap its wings just a bit and begins to search, trying to get this body of a figure that is dropped out of your vision onto the deck back on into the saddle. You can hear kobolds scrambling from the hull. What do you do?
I mean, I've already done. Let's take off. Let's go.
Let's go.
The person on her back
Please.
just
Plus, by
fell.
the way, we got 60 foot.
Forget it. Go. Forget it, Jodie. Believe it.
Wait, no, I'm confused. The
Okay, time
person
out.
that was riding on her back just fell off dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
No, it didn't fall off dead, just fell off. Literally
Just fell
jostled the saddle and then the body fell.
I wonder if it's just a body. And it's not
Okay, so she's in a
like
panic
moving.
because she's trying to get the
You guys are too
person
far
back.
away to see what it is or
Yeah.
if it fell off or
Okay.
if she just
Okay,
was careless or whatever.
Yeah, go.
Jodie, just be quick about it. The fact that the body fell off and then the dragon had to help out makes me think that this is a fucking dead body that's just been there for a very long time. And this dragon is super dependent on it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Body. And why is she speaking in common? I have so many questions.
Dude, later! Let's just get the fuck out of here. It's a fucking dragon! We're leaving!
Have we taken off?
I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative to see how fast you get out of here, okay?
Oh shit.
Jodie!
Dallan, you
Damn it!
will not get advantage, but I'm going to give you a +5 because you hasted, okay? On your
I wish
initiative.
I had
Whatever you roll, you get an extra 5.
Jodie, I hope you get 1.
Oh, fuck you.
You and your questions!
Just, oh, you cursed me. You cursed me. I got 13.
I got 13 as well, so it's okay.
17.
That's with
Okay.
my
Devii, what'd you get?
19.
Okay.
19.
19.
Dirty 20.
Oh, we're at the back. We're gonna get munched
Breker,
on.
you picked the
Goldy.
right check to get right, man.
I
That's a
hate
good
you.
check to
I
get
hate
on.
you right now.
All right, so how many checks do we have above 15? How many? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Did you get it above 15, Cal?
No.
Did you?
You're gonna have disadvantage on your next roll for fucking lying to me. God damn it. All right, so we have 4.
Why do you test God?
Okay,
Jesus.
I've got to roll 2 more checks. I'm gonna do green and red. Okay, red is Torterra, green is for what's her face?
Valen.
Velen. Okay, Velen got a 4, so she got a 5 on her initiative, which
That'll
is a fail.
Well, she's old, so
She's-
that makes sense.
However, Torterra
She's
got a
gonna get
natural
punched
20.
What?
And,
Okay, well that's good then.
so
That's
you guys
a
are
plus
good.
something.
So that is so Devii, Torterra, Breker, Mesh. That's 4 above 15. Vanvalor, what'd you get?
Ellie.
5.
Ellie also got.
5 successes, 3
17.
failures. You guys are on the bubble. You guys are on the bubble. My
Oh,
God. Okay, well, I say it passes. You can hear kobolds getting yelled at by the dragon in the distance. And then the dragon basically has, you guys basically will get 2 full rounds of full movement on the dog sleds based off of your previous preparations, but to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And you fucking book it on the dogs. Guardian is like biting at the thing. Goldy's screaming at the dogs. You got Torterra, who's even got got his companion out there with the dogs, just like nipping at the heels from the sled to make sure the back dogs are going faster and charging the dogs in the front, kind of making a chain reaction of his sled. Velen is having the kobolds that are undead in her sled scare the living shit out of the dogs that are there. She's like, if you motherfuckers don't go faster, I'm gonna make you dead, and then I'm gonna make you go faster anyway, so hurry the hell up.
Talked about that, but that's for later.
Huh.
So she's threatening her dogs, and they're cooking, and you guys are going fast. Vanvalor, you're only gonna last for about a minute, and then you're gonna have a full round where you and your beast are gonna be immovable. You're gonna basically just crash and burn for a round of fatigue, but you're so far ahead of everything that they'll just catch up to you in the round, pretty much.
Wait, so it's just 2 rounds?
No,
I'm gonna be
no.
at the back of the pack first.
I'm just saying, over the course of the next minute, at the end of the minute, when that spell fades, you're gonna have a full round. Yeah. So you will be far ahead of everyone else because your cat's way faster than their dogs.
Wait. So we have 2 rounds before the dragon does anything, right?
Yeah. This is just for free from your checks. Yep.
Okay, I'm not gonna get ahead of everyone yet.
Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna stay at pace with them.
Yes.
I understand. Okay. After a couple of rounds, it actually seems... Oh, it's a natural 1. The kobolds cannot seem to help do anything. So you guys have another round of movement that is free.
Can you act that out for us?
18 seconds.
No, because you're not there, so I don't have to.
Sorry, mistress. Oh, my name's T.
Yeah, but we want to
Weasel
know.
and the Badger working their magic too over there.
Yeah, I'm actually rather curious. What the fuck's going on with
I'll say
a
that
badger
one of
and a
them's
giant
probably
rat?
trying to eat the badger, and the other one probably killed the weasel, and then there's only 2 there. That's the result of the natural 1, and they haven't killed the badger yet for whatever reason. So I wanted you to know this. So so just real quick, side note, these kobolds have 0 modifier to hit with these javelins, and they have a d6 -2 on damage. Okay, they're not exactly exciting stat blocks to be running because they're unarmed with just a javelin that is ruled that they like are supposed to open the door and throw them at you, and then they have no weapons because that are just dumb as hell. So yeah. So anyways, that's what happens. You guys get 3 rounds. I am gonna roll some perception checks for the 4th round, because they would get 2. Okay, so that happens. What do you guys do on the 4th round?
Can I just scream to Van? Say, if you need to jump, grab my hand. Fine, I will politely say in a voice that Van can hear me. If you need to jump, grab my hand.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That too.
Where's he jumping from?
Because he's still on his cat. And he's gonna lose steam in a minute.
Okay, we're out of initiative. I rolled really poorly from behind the screen.
Okay.
I need...
We're not going back there then. Oh well.
I need you guys to let me know what you're doing next. If you guys are just going blindly until this... You guys have no idea how long the dragon's gonna be.
Right.
If it's gonna find you, how long it's gonna be to catch up. If it's gonna catch up, if it's gonna leave, you don't know what's going on. You're just cooking on the snow.
Where are we?
Where are we?
Yeah.
Let's kick you guys back out to the main map.
Else.
Yeah, have we gotten back to the place with the bell?
Let me get you to the main map here.
We might be able to go someplace.
Remember when I rang the bell and like 2 griffins came or something?
Yeah.
We're not going to town. I'm just gonna say that right now.
No, we don't want to lead it. Yeah.
So you guys are at the Duchess here.
Where the dragon might follow us.
Where are you going?
Okay, let's have a look at this map.
We have an hour under the cloak, so we should just keep moving during that entire time at the very least.
Can we move towards... Our next destination after this place was going to be towards the east, right?
I think... Was it Lonely Woods where the second stop is? No, we've done Lonely Woods.
We've done Lonely Wood. It is complete. I cried enough.
Was we not going to head towards the glacier?
Oh yeah, we did need to head that direction. I guess we could start...
Go to there, and then go into these woods and hide there or something.
Actually, that might be a good idea.
How long would that take?
In an hour, we can't get anywhere. I mean, we're
19 miles.
I think it's either Bremen or Lonely Wood direction we could go, right?
What's our speed? We are on sleds.
It's on the map.
What's this? Hang on, let me see. Let me look at it.
There you go. 2 miles an hour,
That?
so we can
Where
get
we go?
Oh, it's
that
2
dragon can
miles.
cover that so quick.
The dragon's faster than us, I'm guessing. But it depends whether she can see us or not. We have to cloak for an hour.
Guys, what about smell? Can the dragon
yeah,
smell us?
probably.
We
Well,
cannot be
yeah.
tracked from paths without trace.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so you basically have about a full hour for this dragon to figure out where the fuck you are.
Can we go this direction? With the pink
For
line?
1 hour, we can't get very far, though, right?
We can't get very far, but can we go in this trajectory?
Is it 2 miles an hour?
We are. We are
We're
2
going
miles
at-
per hour.
Yeah,
We're
in
going
the
at
snow
2
with
miles
a
an
dog
hour.
sled, 2 miles an hour.
So
What
we're not going to
direction-
get very far, but we should just keep. Let's just keep going in one direction to get as far as fucking away from this damn thing as possible.
Yeah, Rob wants to know
Do
what
you-
direction.
East?
East
East,
along
east,
the
east.
coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the pink
Yeah.
line is?
Just,
Okay,
Mhm.
I need you to not draw a 20-mile line, but a 2-mile line, Cari.
extrapolate it, please.
All right.
Well, that was just showing where we're gonna go
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah,
Because you
in
can't be
there.
tracked, I am going to roll a d8. And we're going to see if the dragon can follow you. So the dragon,
After
the
the
directions
2
are
miles.
1 is north, and it goes like this. Okay, so it'll go north, northeast, east, like that. Okay?
Are we during due east?
So we don't want to do a 3.
No, we're kind of going.
We have to roll again because there's no way you guys are going to the Sea of Ice.
more east than north.
So we're going northeast? We're
Yeah, but
northeast?
more east. What is
Actually, you
that?
know what? I don't think it's fair if I
Northeast?
roll. I think the dragon is just going to guess. So I'm
The roll
going to
is the
put my
guess,
head
then.
into the space of the dragon, and I'm going to choose where I think you guys are going. And then I've already decided where I thought you guys are going to go, so I'm just going to stick with that as where the dragon thinks you're going to go. Okay? Does that sound all right?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay.
Well, it depends on the outcome.
Yeah.
So
Well, if I know
Okay.
anything, we usually think different.
So
than
out
what
of
you're
out of
thinking,
reminder, you guys came from Lonelywood this way, then you went straight, and then you went this way, right? To come here.
Mhm.
And then you're going this way now.
Yes,
Okay. So you're
More
just
or less,
retracing
yeah.
steps. Gotcha.
kind of, but we'll veer off. for
I mean,
now.
it has snowed, so. All right.
Guys, isn't the most logical?
After an hour, you don't see the dragon. So
Are we
please
going
move 2
due
miles.
east or are we going along the coast?
You can move 2 miles. If you stay at a fast pace, the dogs will be exhausted in the next hour.
I wasn't thinking we would go here. It's more like.
So actually, you know what, Devii, please go. Okay, you've done an hour of travel, so I'm gonna say if you guys are going at the same pace, you guys can cover double the distance.
So
So you can go
2
4
miles?
miles in an hour, but your dogs are gonna be beat tired.
So right there.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Well,
can
hold
move your
up, why would
token
we
there,
go-
Cari.
Why would you go that way?
Because
Oh, you
we're
want
just yeeting it. We're just getting the fuck
You
out.
guys are in a panic, and Devii said this is it, so go here.
Right.
Are we
That's what I
trying to
said. You guys can.
Move to the tip of the arrow, please.
Where is my?
Okay, so you move that far, but the dogs can't keep this pace anymore.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to go back to either a normal pace or a slow pace. Or take a break and try to hide.
Slow
But there's
pace
nowhere
is
to
fine, I
hide.
think.
Slope it. No,
It's
normal
just,
pace
uh,
stands still?
Slow pace and keep an eye out for a place to hide.
Can I literally just do an investigation check to see what the fuck is around me?
You can do a perception check.
I'll do that then. Which is better, I think. No, it's not. It's 11. Shit.
You can just see the frozen tundra to the north. You know that the location with the bell and the dock and the weird ice fixtures are in the horizon somewhere, but you're not there yet.
Bugger.
Torterra could
Okay.
tell you about how far out you are, but
Can we go at a normal pace?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
for
not.
normal pace for an hour and then slow after that.
Let's
Okay.
not hurt the dogs. Precious
Yeah.
dogs.
Okay, so you can move another hour. Okay.
At this point, pass without a trace is gone, so we are going to be
An
leaving
hour,
back.
1 mile? Sorry, Matt.
Normal pace is 2. Okay, so that's 2 hours. You're also at the ship for almost 3 to 4 hours, so you're closing in on 6 hours of whatever this is, plus whatever the travel is to get here. So I'm gonna say you guys are late into the night by now.
No. Can maybe go for an hour?
Slow pace will just be 1 mile.
1 mile?
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We summon a tiny hut, and then bury the troll heart.
How's that gonna help?
Troll heart summons a blizzard, and we just rest in the tiny hut in the middle of a blizzard.
Does it really summon a
Not a bad
blizzard?
idea.
You know that the
That
hut
would
will not
cover
cover the
tracks.
dogs, just to be sure.
Oh shit.
Oh, what?
If-
The dogs can't fit.
Can we?
or
Wait,
can
we can have 2 tiny huts because
Alright.
Balin also has it,
I
right?
have 3 tiny huts. I have
Yeah.
it.
Yes, but can all the dogs and the kobolds and everyone else fit in?
fit in?
Read the
In
spell.
more than one, yeah.
Read the spell.
Oh, fuck the kobolds. Those undead ones. They can stay outside. They're already dead.
It's 6, 12,
I
18 people.
worry.
They're dead, Goldy.
18 medium creatures.
I have to ask. Doing this is not magical by nature, is it? It's more biological.
Doing what?
Putting the heart into the ground.
Oh, it's a magical blizzard.
It would
Wouldn't
cover
the
our
dragon
tracks
pick
as
that
well.
up?
Maybe,
Yeah,
but it would
that-
at least cover our tracks, right?
Or it might be a big old beacon.
It is an ice dragon. He does have a point.
Would the dragon be affected by the blizzard? Are you saying it wouldn't, or like
No,
it
no,
would be-
Probably wouldn't.
it's-
It probably wouldn't.
It's
I
like
think-
middle of the night. You see a flare go up. You're gonna notice it.
Well, I think that wouldn't have as much of a problem, but I think it would still help. I mean, blizzards happen all the time here. It's not an anomaly in this place to have a blizzard.
I mean, that's true, but
And it's big, right?
would the dragon be able to just like travel into the blizzard anyway? Like,
Yeah, they
I
would be
wonder.
able to for sure, but it would maybe cover our tracks up.
I think it could cover some tracks up. Yeah.
It would hide our scent.
Okay.
That I mean, I'm definitely for it. But cons are
I think
also
it's
good.
probably the best thing with this. Literally nowhere to hide, right? So it's just in the middle of a snow tundra. So
Fog cloud only lasts for an hour.
right, it's 1 hour. So would that? I mean, hopefully that would be enough to
Rest the dogs.
rest the dogs and throw her off a little
But I
bit
think
for
fog
enough
cloud
time.
would be- Fog cloud would be more obvious than a blizzard.
Yeah, I'm just imagining a line of fog
Yeah,
things just like.
it wouldn't. I think a blizzard would be much better.
The only other thought I have would be we should probably not follow a easy direction to track either. If this thing is either going to do a line straight against the coast and then go straight inland, or it's going to follow the coast up and down. We should head inland now and just get a ways from the coast further.
That's
Okay.
a good shout, actually.
I
Yeah.
like that idea. Maybe head inland for 1 more hour, and then do the tiny huts in the troll. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have 3 tiny huts, so that should be, 1 for the dogs, and if somebody wants to.
For
How many
us,
we have a lot of dogs, so don't we? I don't think
we
we
have
can
at
fit
least
all the dogs
8.
in 1 hut.
We have at least
We have
8
one.
dogs.
We have
We have
8.
one each.
but-
We have one each, and
What's
7
her face
dogs.
also has. We have 8 dogs.
what's the
Yeah.
who's the eighth belong
She
to?
has
We got Velen's dogs as well, right?
balance dogs too.
She's got 6 dogs and a sled.
I think we head inland. Let's see what happens after another hour.
We could definitely have one tiny hut for Vlen and her dog. But her 2 alive kobolds will have to go somewhere else.
I don't remember how many dogs she had. I think I told you at one point, but I had forgotten.
I have to look again to see how many people can fit in a tiny.
Well, Breker told you how many can fit in there earlier.
9, 8,
I think it's 6.
6.
Says it in the spell. Gonna look it up. You can look it up on
Yeah, looking it
Roll20
up.
Yeah,
or...
I've been
seconds.
looking it up. That's a total of 18
9.
creatures.
9
9?
creatures.
Oh, that's much better.
I think you can
9
fit
plus
everyone in
18,
that way.
19, 20, 23, 25, 27. 27 creatures.
Yeah, you guys are fine then, right?
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4,
That-
5, 6, 7? 2,
So
4,
we have one hut for the dogs, our dogs.
7.
One hut
14,
for Valen,
16.
her dogs, and her kobolds. Only the 2 that are alive.
You got
And
23.
then one
You're
for
good.
us.
But you have to burn all of your huts.
Yeah.
You guys gonna burn all the huts outside?
Mhm.
Okay, if you burn all the huts, there's no checks. You just succeed. Because they make things comfortable. You do not have to deal with any of the elements.
Yeah.
And if you choose to use the heart either way, or I roll a blizzard, then it doesn't matter.
We'll be nice and cozy.
You guys will be toasty. So are you planting
Okay.
the thing or not?
What thing?
The heart.
The heart.
The heart? Yeah, go for it.
Or are you gonna save it?
No, maybe.
Breker's kind of looking around like we haven't seen the dragon at all.
Yeah,
Might as
there's
well. We
no.
have to rest anyways.
Guys, let's take the chance.
Yeah, I don't think. I think we covered our tracks pretty well with Tide Without a Trace for a long time.
Which one? What are you guys
Yeah.
saying? Are you
Did
Goldie, are
we?
you saying
Don't
do
don't put the heart in.
Why not?
it? I mean, when else are we gonna use it?
Potions?
I don't know, but
Are you saying that does burying the heart in the ground expends the heart like it's gone after that? Is that what you're saying?
You plan to go back and dig it up in the middle of the blizzard?
Well, it would
But
be
we're,
after-
we're staying in the tents. We're
I-
burying it right here,
He
right?
uses
No,
it. He uses
no,
it.
no, Jodie, I'm opposed because I believe like it is a beacon the second we put it into the ground. Like no, not literally, but in the case of like the dragons, be like that's a magical blizzard. I'm gonna go check that out. Kind of
Yeah,
situation.
we don't know how big this thing is gonna be. If it's like a massive blizzard that's like the entire Icewind Dale, maybe. But if it's a localized blizzard, then we're
Yeah.
just to a dragon that's flying around. It would be able to home in on that pretty easily.
I suppose
So
we
if we
could
have a
make
better
the
use for
tiny
it later.
hut all white,
Hmm.
and so it looks like a snow mound as best we can.
Yeah, I mean, we could put some snow on and around the huts, I suppose.
Are we exhausted yet, or can we keep moving? Because I think distance is.
Are you gonna long rest before you head out, or are you just gonna kind of camp in these
The-
things? What's
the
the plan?
dog-
We stop
We need to rest the dogs. We can't.
The
Yeah,
dogs,
Yeah, the dogs are pretty much
exhausted.
spent because you ran them double.
Are,
In an hour,
Are there any
which
chewingas in the
is-
area?
A lot. What?
Are there any chewingas in the area?
Roll percentile.
That's D100.
I hope we're not just delaying the dragon showing up, please.
11?
11?
Yeah. I want to see if I can get them to help us.
Interesting. Okay. 1 second. I was not anticipating this was going to be a possibility. I need to check the encounter.
Like, maybe if we can, like, convince them to help us, they can cover our tents in, like, snow and hide us.
Okay, what number is this? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Devii, roll me a d20.
Okay.
And then tell me what it is plus 1.
6.
Total?
Yeah.
Good. You wanted to roll low on this because the
Oh,
high
okay.
number was going to be a blizzard.
Oh, okay. Well, Blizzard would have been fine.
Are you looking for the Chwingas before or after you make the domes?
After, I suppose.
Okay.
Well,
Velen
yeah,
will ask if you make the domes to make them white in color.
that was already something I said.
Okay.
Is Velen making all the domes, or are
She's
we
making
spending...
one dome. She can only make
and
one.
I have one dome too, so we're making 3 domes.
And whoever is casting the domes needs to have to mark off a charge if you're using it. And
Yeah.
you need to
Not move.
you
out.
cannot leave the dome or it will break.
I'm gonna before I cast my dome, I'm going to do the chewing thing.
Okay, so 2 domes are I'll say at least 1 dome is up and Velen is starting to tuck in and getting ready to investigate her professor orb that she just got back finally. Devii, you pull out the lantern and it is bright green.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Immediately
sing.
behind you, you just see this snowdrift that just has something just goes and like backflips out of it. It's just like
Planning on she's going to take precipitation and make like a fake like snow, like do
Okay.
a bow to them and go.
okay, a little
Welcome.
spindly figure with kind of a white doll looking Snow White doll of a decorative mask spins around and bows, and in its hands it seems to be holding something.
Can I see what it is from here?
No,
Um.
kind of just bows and goes like this as if to like it's holding some kind of maybe ball shaped thing in its hand.
I'm trying to think. I want to show them something magical. I do know music has worked, so I'll look at Vanvalor and I'll pull out my flute.
Cool. Yeah, we want to do a little music performance for him. Should we
Make a
roll?
performance check? You can roll separately or you can roll one of you with advantage.
No, I already rolled.
Okay.
With advantage?
Roll with
Okay.
advantage.
Sure.
29 or
29 or 29.
29 it is. I'll start speaking to them in a moment.
I can. I'll have with a juggling performance with my mage hand or something.
Okay. Okay. So the Joinga just begins to dance with the music.
And after they do that, I will, once again, at the very end, I'll do the snow bow thing.
It just mimics you.
Okay.
But it doesn't actually magically do anything. It just kind of like picks up some snow and just kind of like throws it in the air.
I'll point to a huge mound. I'll point to a huge mound of like a big snow. Huge thing. I was like,
something round,
Oh, I'll lean over.
covered in ice. It is about the size of a blueberry. And it's completely frozen. Very cold to the touch. It's just some kind of frozen berry. You can't really even tell what color because of the rime and the darkness. Because you have, dark vision. It's just black and white, so you don't know what color it is.
Okay.
And it's completely frozen over. There's lots of rime and snow kind of covering it, and it's just a little berry. And then he bows and then takes the snow and goes,
Please, snow, cover us.
Make a persuasion check, but with disadvantage, unfortunately, because you don't speak the language.
What language? Do we know the language of that?
Exactly.
It's a 3.
What language?
11.
Kind of just cocks his head and starts thinking.
I'll pick up like the snow and be like, and then I'll pick up a snowball and chuck it at Goldy, just for entertainment, because I know.
Why did I know it was going to be me?
Because you always.
It throws the snowball, but it hits it hits the.
Hey!
It's weird. It's like they throw the snowball almost like a basketball player, and it goes over one of the huts. And before it can even impact the hut, it looks like it's going to overshoot it, like just clear it. But right before it clears the hut, it just explodes. There's like a little like almost fireworks shower over one, and then it does it over another one. It's just like these tiny little things. Because its hands are significantly smaller than yours. This thing's like this big, so.
I'm trying to rack my brain on I know we're having a good rapport with it, so I'm trying to think
Hits Goldy for 1 bludgeoning damage.
you guys, if you guys can think of anything.
Don't make me turn on you. I have animals.
No, you expended them. You left them on the ship.
I can wait a day. Mesh knows.
I'm in one of the huts casting Find Familiar.
Devii. 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 She's like, this isn't going anywhere. Guys, I need some help. They can make avalanches. If they could cover us. I'm not good at this though.
So
Do I get
I'm
anything?
worried that we won't be able to communicate that they have to wait until we're in the other hut, and then bad things will happen.
Can I touch Shine and tell her what we need, and then ask her to talk to the Cobots and see if they understand her?
Cobots or the Chewingas?
Sorry, Chewingas. Sorry.
Like the Cobots were like, I can't do it.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
You think the fox?
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, would they be able to speak with the wildlife?
After Devi's trying to do this attempt of awkward communication with this creature, it seems to be enamored with Vanvalor's instrument.
Okay.
And is almost like just kind of skipping around, almost like it's walking on the moon, as if gravity doesn't really have much on this figure. It's kind of just like doing this thing. And this is like a little odd thing where this creature that has like a decorative mask seems to take the mask on and off. And every time it takes the mask on and off, it has a snowflake underneath of the mask on like a design pattern, almost like the creature is made out of just magical snow. It has like this almost aurora borealis mixed with like a breath in the middle of the cold that kind of like frosts in the air mixed. So it's like this long flowing hair that like dances behind it like just a beautiful woman's hair like in a like a hair commercial on television.
Yep.
And but it looks like the aurora. So it's like just this gorgeous thing, and it has like a little bit of light, and it's doing this thing, and while Vanvalor's playing his music, where every jump it's taking on and off the mask, and every time it takes off the mask, it like glints in the moonlight. Like it takes this thing, and the design of the snowflake changes. And every time it puts the mask on, the light goes out. So it's almost like this light show of skipping, but it looks like the faster it goes, it looks like a stop motion clip, but it's skipping areas. So you can only see it every time it lands.
Okay.
And it's going to it on the downbeats every time Vanvalor gets to a certain note.
Well, I guess we just made a friend. I was hoping they could help, but he's cute.
It seems
I
to
can't-
me
I-
well.
I can't get language from
Oh,
detect
wait,
thoughts,
Shine.
right?
Were you not able to do the Shine thing? Did I miss that?
Doesn't work. It's okay, Shine. You stay here.
You might get like images, but it's foreign to you, Mesh. It's very hard to kind of get a concept of a mind from this creature because it's not a humanoid.
Can I do prestidigitation to create what looks like a dragon in my palms?
Let's not try and scare it.
Can you make
I think
that?
you can. It's not like an illusion thing, so maybe it looked like a tattoo of a dragon on my hand.
like a picture?
Let's see. You can
That
create,
should work with prestidigitation.
Dallan, did you get the image that I described to you, or were you away?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I
Create
heard
a
it.
non-magical trinket or an illusionary image.
Yeah, so you
That's
can make like a little
Keep it in your
trinket
hand.
of like a
No,
dragon or
I'll
something.
do an image of the dragon.
I'm gonna say your persuasion check is pretty bad, Devii. So but it's also like that plus the dichotomy of this huge difference of very high skill checks that Vanvalor got. So it's kind of like interested in you, but it thinks it's like a part of the show with the music. So it's like very into the whole production of this. It's very
Okay.
distracted with the music,
Well,
honestly.
that was my test for
What?
stuff.
So what happens if I like stop playing and hold my instrument up to it?
It kind of just is. I'll say it probably like grabs some kind of string on the instrument if it's a stringed instrument, or if it's a woodwind, tries to like put its hand in the hole for the woodwinds to like mimic some of the things that you do.
No, it was the violin.
The violin. Okay, so it probably grabs some kind of snow, and it screeches very painfully on the string, and you can kind of see the snow figure just kind of like shake, and it's just like, this is a bad note.
Nope.
Goes like,
Can I pat it on the head?
you can just see like there's a big X sign on its mask, and then it like puts the mask on. It's like, no.
Cute.
But it kind of just follows Vanvalor around and mimics his actions like a child.
Yes.
And then if Devii wants to show the dragon, it kind of just mimics the dragon for a second. It's like, "Rah!"
Oh, it's cute.
I want to speak to Devii for a second. Devii, you've shown the Tringa the dragon. Could we maybe make an offering to the Tringa? I have maybe something it might interest the Tringa. I have a wooden figure of a walrus.
I
I'll
don't
show it.
know. Like stepping out of
Devii.
character, I failed the roll, so I don't think we can do anything.
You don't think what?
Can I
Say
make
that
it
again?
do like a little?
I think I failed the roll, so it likes us, but I couldn't communicate what I needed.
I think.
Oh, so we
if it-
can't. Dallan, hang on a second. Say that again. So you don't think that we could do something like that? Maybe persuade it to.
Oh, no, by the way, Deli did the
help
high
us.
check, but that was for both of us.
yeah, that's why I say like it's
So I don't like
less
that
about.
he likes him more than me.
Well, I'll take a I can take a little leaf out of.
Sorry.
All I'm trying to say is that it's into the production. And anytime you try to do something away from the music, it's disinterested.
Okay.
Because your persuasion check is bad.
My persuasion.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay, I could do two things. I can join in with the music since I am proficient with like a pan flute or whatever, right? And we could offer this figure that I have. I feel like it could come into the bargaining to persuade it somehow. That's just an idea that I have there.
Could you try communicating with it? Since I failed.
I think I can. I think I have some ideas. I was just thinking of some ideas. With your prestidigitation, it gave me some.
Yeah.
I will be playing, and I'll pick up some snow and toss it in the air, and as it falls, do like downward notes, like downward low notes that sound like falling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll point at him, and then I'll throw snow on top of like one of the huts, and then play the downward notes and do like a little dance with him to try and then like point at him again to see.
Let's see.
And make it snow, like do little slow glittery sparks off of like the bow, and like make it look like it's snowing off of the bow while I play, and see if that gets the point across.
All right. So, we've already done a performance check, and we've also already done a persuasion check. And you guys are like continually trying to do the same thing. So what we're going to try to do this time is I'm going to have you roll a straight performance check this time. The difficulty will be a little bit higher.
Just straight performance? Okay.
Just straight performance.
28.
Spectacular. He gets it right away. And anytime you do the low notes, it seems like the correlation of the music pattern is also helping him get air and go down for different things. The difference is, it's a little different. The last time you encountered Chewinga, there wasn't just one. There's always been more. This time it's only just the one. So it doesn't seem to have a whole lot. But what it does seem to do is something similar to what Torterra does, but it's more in line with the snow. It washes a hand over the things and kind of adds a bit more of kind of camouflage to your things, and kind of just uses the aurora of its hair and almost grabs the hair and like whips it around, and then it becomes this magical foray, and then kind of just snow in just the little localized area for just a brief moment, but it's very heavy snow. And then it kind of almost puts its hair back on like a wig out of nothing, puts it on behind the mask, and takes a bow at the end of the music. And essentially it has cast its own version of Pass Without a Trace on you for the next hour.
Can I beckon it to me?
Sure.
I want to give it a kiss.
Okay.
I don't know. It's probably not gonna know what it is, but yeah.
So you get a kiss on the mask or the forehead or what?
Just like on the side of his cheek.
I mean, isn't it like that big?
Yeah, it seems kind of like a little tiny. Just like a.
Just give me a charisma check.
I have good charisma, but I've been rolling random today.
Just add bare charisma to this.
Does that count? Is it?
Oh, you pulled a face. You rolled a 2? Oh no.
What'd you do? Kiss the
I
air?
have a 5 to charisma, so that's a 6.
Kind of doesn't really react.
Oh no.
But just it lets you do what you want to do to it, because it's generally not upset at you. So it's like, okay. It kind of goes like.
Human customs.
You just see it like wave, and then it kind of just goes like T-poses, almost like a Y, almost just like a da-da, and it falls into the snow, and like it's about to do a snow angel, and then just vanishes.
And then it was like,
Aww.
I didn't put my snow dome up. And then she puts hers up. But at least there's only one.
But after a while, you see the Chewinga kind of pop up throughout the evening, just different times. Just pops up, especially in like watching Vanvalor from the sides or seeing Devii watch.
I also
like when
have
you make your
given-
dome, it starts making a snow angel on the top of your dome after it's done.
Oh, awesome!
And so it just
Also,
hangs
he has
out.
permission to come in. So
Okay, so it's
you
allowed to
might
come
fall
in.
through mine.
Yeah. So like it's doing a snow angel, and then you allow permission to go and falls to the ground and goes. I didn't mean to do that one. Sorry. It says "fuck you."
He's pissed, man.
Yeah, man. It's angry.
What angry little bugger. All right. So you guys bed down.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah. For a long rest. Oops, that is not what I
Before
wanted.
I do that, I'll use rituals to find familiar, get Blackie back.
Okay.
Because
Make sure
I'm
you
still on 29 hit points, but
Yeah, make sure you mark off the cost for that if you have it.
Yeah,
Mesh, okay.
I have a couple left.
All right,
so 3
sounds
left,
good.
I think so.
Okay.
Rob,
what
I
did you
never
say?
rolled for Blackie's health before. I always assumed it was the default one.
Well, the default one is usually higher than average because I believe it's like a -1 or something. It's like
So
a
I think
D4
it's a
-1.
D4. I'm gonna roll a D4 for the health
Okay.
this time. That's a 3.
Okay, so if it's got any constitution bonus, you can add it or subtract it. I'm gonna do this one, I think.
Yeah, that's a 3 minus 1. That's a 2 health now. Hey, Blackie might survive one hit, one shot.
Okay. Cal, what did you say you were doing? Sorry.
what am I doing?
Yeah, did you say you're just gonna bed down? The rest of you guys?
Yeah, because I was just saying out of character that because I only have 29 hit points, I was happy about the long.
Okay,
long rest.
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad that the dragon did a chance to breathe on you. That's very good.
Can
you guys?
Can I just sleep with the dogs? It's been a little while. I just want to say
Every hut will have a hut caster. So whatever you do, the dogs are going to be split, and it's not going to be as comfy as you might think. So it'll probably be 1 to 2 players per hut, plus the caster and a bunch of dogs. So it'll be a little uncomfy. You can probably do like, if you really wanted to do it, it could be like either Breker or Devii and or Valin. Almost all of the dogs and Goldy if you want. But you could try to pile them in that way if you'd like. But I'll leave it up to you guys how you want to split up.
Guys, you probably will want some of the dogs. Body
Could
heat
we
and all that.
place them like inside each other, like from the edges, and just make one big heart out of it?
Yeah, you can make the
Well,
like
we
triple
still
orb,
have
but
body
it's
wolves
not gonna. They
too.
can't overlap. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
maybe
you
we
can
could make
add
it
to
like
each other.
clear where they like just like at the bottom so we can see each other, and then everything else is white, but it's also covered by snow.
Unfortunately, that's how it works.
Oh well.
They are opaque from the outside, translucent from the inside.
A cow would normally argue about not wanting to share a tent, but he's too tired to die. So.
Okay.
Snuggle was.
So I need to wrap this up. Devii, do you or Mesh inspect your kit this evening, or do you just go straight to
yes.
bed?
Yeah, I could do.
And I would
I
probably
could do
ask.
as well.
I know it's magical. Does anybody have like?
Yeah, I got
out- Identify?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
it. Yeah, yeah.
have what?
Arcana.
I can do identify on it.
Unfortunately, the Arcana check won't really yield much more than you already did on this one. But the main reason is that this is a very unique thing that's happened to this. And on top of that, a kind of identify spell would tell you exactly what's going on with the item, period. Like in vivid detail.
I got identify.
Okay. So are you going to identify this?
Yes, I take out the purple pearl we took from the fortress and one of the owl feathers and do like a thing.
Okay.
Cast identify.
Nice.
Use it.
So the interesting thing, Devii, is that this thing is both cold to the touch and warm enough to be used, but the dragon scales seem to be permanent as
Okay.
it's influenced by magic. And you open it, and it's almost like this puff of smoke, just
Is
like
the
dry
chewing in
ice.
there when I'm doing it?
No. Oh, in the hut
It
watching
could be
you?
like looking
Sure.
inside.
Yeah, sure. It's like watching and like maybe grabbing a little bit and like, what's this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Friend.
This is what you guess is probably where the magic was located, is in here. And as you cast Identify on it, you realize that the kit itself has become this magical conduit for the things inside. And Devii, you remember this kit having a lot of ink in it that you had to use, like different colors, dyes, all kinds of different needles and sizes.
Right.
It doesn't look like it did before.
Okay.
All of the tools are completely untouched, as if you bought it from the shop brand new. And all of the inks are filled to the brim. And in some of the inks, there are vials that are it's kind of hard to understand, but Mesh is going to describe this to you. He's like, I'm not quite sure how this works. But the idea is that the inks, while being full, never really expend.
Wow, that's amazing.
And in doing so, that means you can pretty much give tattoos without expending any uses of this.
Yeah.
They never break for tattooing.
Wow,
and they're always gonna, I will say that they will give you a +1 to all of your tattooing checks.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now here's the kicker.
Cool.
There's a slot for a vial that you used to have in here that was one of your big ones. It's the big black vial. So you have like 2 slots for black vials. You got like one big one, and then you got like for general purpose, and you got one that's like for another general purpose area. So I'm just gonna say one of the slots is missing. And in its place, there is a row of aquamarine, like shattered gems that are just dust inside of the vial. And Mesh tells you that it seems if you can figure out how to get some kind of different precious gems infused with the ink, you can give magical tattoos.
But what does do? What, like magic how?
So for example, depending on the rarity and how expensive the gems and how much of the materials you use and how long or how successful the check can determine what you can make. And if you go into any of the items in Dungeons & Dragons 5e on D&D Beyond and search tattoo, there are
Carries on
there
it
is
already,
an
right?
Illuminator's tattoo, an Eldritch Claw tattoo, a Shadowfell brand tattoo, an Absorbing tattoo, a Ghost Step tattoo, a Lifewell tattoo, a Barrier tattoo, and a 1st level to a 5th level spell inside of the tattoo that you can expend 1 time. And there's the only thing you can't make is the legendary tattoo, at least not yet.
Wow, so we just need to procure those gems
So
to do that?
Devii can actually give you guys stuff like bonus to your armor class. She can give you dark vision.
Give me
She
dark
can
vision.
give you bonuses to your unarmed strikes. She can give you the Illuminator's tattoo, which lets you write with your fingertip.
Now, how
Ooh,
would I go about figuring out how to do this? Do I automatically know, or do I need to?
So Mesh is going to tell you the possibilities are almost endless, and I'm, as your dungeon master, out of game a little bit. You can make whatever you want. But
This is so cool.
you've got to pay up. This
But
is
I have these aquamarines
because
now.
so just to pull out of the game a little bit, you guys.
Yeah.
This is your resource because 10 Towns is destroyed. You have no reason to collect money for anything. And now you have a reason to spend money for gems in particular, both in spell resources and in being able to create your own magic items. Now, here's the other catch. So there's 2 catches. The first catch is you've got to find the materials to make stuff, and I'm going to work with you on certain things or whatever. You got to you got to read the items very specifically, because I was talking with my friend about this. All of this, what they're called spell rot tattoos. So anything from a cantrip to a 5th level spell you can put inside of a tattoo, but you can only use it 1 time and it's gone. The tattoo stays, but the magic lasts for 1 use.
So that's a spell raw. What was the other thing you were talking
So
about?
there's stuff like, there's other tattoos that you can make, but what is going to end up happening is you've got to make a very high DC with the materials, and if you don't make the DC, You're only going to get a partial check, so you have to do it again and spend even more resources to get it done. But I'm not going to put you back too far. You'll get like part of the tattoo bonuses. I'll let you get the tattoo finished, but you won't get all the bonuses, and you'll have to spend some resources. The second catch is it doesn't work with gold. You've got to do it with like certain gems. What was the other one? Oh, the other catch. Your body only has so much surface area. So the rarer the tattoo, the more surface area it takes.
Okay.
So
And
it's
the
like
more
cute?
tattoos you get, the less space you have left.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah, makes sense.
Can't just have like a ton of little tiny ones.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Rob, you said just clarifying, you said the tattoo, it activates once, or is it you can activate it?
So I wanted to say that
Different
because there's
types.
only one type of tattoo, which is called the spell rot tattoos. And the spell rot tattoos are one-time use. So they're gone when you use them.
But you're
Magic in them. But there's other
it's
types.
like-
I'm able to do the permanent kinds too, though.
Correct,
right?
correct.
Like that ring that.
But
it's
I'm
like
just
that
saying
ring
this
that holds
because
a
the spell rat tattoos, while being more rare, are still going to be a little bit cheaper to make because they're one use. There's also things that are common, uncommon, rare, very rare, very rare, very rare. So the very rare, there's 3 very rare ones that are really, really, really fucking good. And then there's 3 different barrier tattoos for armor class, which are both uncommon, rare, and very rare, depending on what the base the base AC is going to be plus dexterity.
Like, basically, you could get a permanent tattoo that gives you +1 to charisma.
No, not that. But
I
I'm
wanna
saying that might be a possibility in the future if you can figure out what materials you might be able to
Right,
do
that's
that.
what I'm saying, is you can do that.
Can I help?
yes.
Not at the moment.
Time out, Cari. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm gonna say that like there's a possibility that you can get those type of things, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. For now, it's just that you can make the magical items. You can reproduce these, and I've written
That's
all
a
of.
nice way of saying Rob doesn't want to give me another +1 AC.
No. The AC one's in here.
But the AC should be permanent.
Yeah. Of course. I'm just saying the bonuses to your stats like charisma, dexterity, constitution. Those I haven't figured out yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna work on those, but that's what you get.
Okay.
Oh, also there's one more thing.
Yeah.
You level up.
Yay!
Yay! We leveled up. No, Cari specifically levels up. No one else.
What?
No one else.
I'm kidding.
And
They're gonna be
Yay.
because of this, I want you guys to think of the next week that we meet. There are going to be 2 big things that happen. One is going to be a lot of roleplay for you guys.
Yeah.
You have to anticipate that you're going to get back to a town or a couple of towns to rest, probably, or make next steps where you want to go next. And second, I want everyone to try to think of something you want to do for your level up.
What do you mean?
In
So,
what sense?
Devii and Dallan know what I'm talking about. There's something that's going to be shifting for their characters. Like, if they want to switch a spell out, or if they want to switch, like, class mismanaged stuff. I think Mesh also talked to me about something that he might want to do. So if you guys have something in mind...
I think mine is later, not in level 7.
Okay,
actually.
so I'm not sure if you want to do that, but just try to think of at least something small that you can do to kind of explain how your character increases in power and gets that next level up. So look and see like what the feature is that you get on your level up. Roll your hit points with advantage, and if you get a 1 twice, you can reroll one of the ones, or you can reroll both of the ones. I guess that's fine with me, but you guys can do that later if you want, because it's getting late here.
I wanted to do one thing before we sleep, actually.
Okay.
Devii, I had this idea for us. Could you make a tattoo across the fists saying S-O right in the middle between the knuckles and another S? And if every one of us gets this, we could just fist bump, and every one of us has a half SOS member to help them.
I actually really like that. I'll definitely think about like how to make it look, but if everyone's
Yeah.
like maybe like
can have an attack.
I just rolled my HP and got two
Like a-
10s.
Hog.
Oh shit.
I thought you were gonna say on the knuckles. I was like,
Now,
alright,
just
I'll
remember,
try
you only
use
get to
my
add
knuckles.
one of the dice. You don't get to add both
Yep,
of them. You
yep,
just add
I
one.
know.
Okay. I'm just saying that for other players' benefit, not necessarily for yours. So just.
It could be the
sure.
fancy cursive or whatever.
All right, chat.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Ooh.
that's
Yeah.
gonna do it
Later.
for this week. So we're gonna call it here. I think that my players might have some more questions, but that's kind of what we're doing for now. I've got a
I
whole Google sheet that I can give Cari later on. One more thing, as your dungeon master, I'm really sad that you guys didn't grab the other items because I changed almost everything in the horde for you guys there and picked out some.
I don't know why you guys didn't get stuff.
But,
It was obvious
It's
that
also
some
super
of those
risky,
items were
too.
very useful,
Like-
but it was. Did you really want to
Every
fight the dragon?
time.
well, I mean, it's
You know?
super risky the further down in the layers
I
you got.
really tried to convince you. We've already angered the
Every-
dragon. There's no reason to not get stuff.
Hey, Every time I said let's grab something, someone's like, no, don't do it. And I'm like, all right, cool, I won't do it. It's like, what do you want?
I don't get it.
Because
we
we
want?
had,
You don't
stand-
get why
I stand
stealing
by
from
my
the dragon's
choices.
horde excessively
already
is a bad
We've
idea.
already stolen.
Already
like,
angered. We've
these
already
things
angered it. You
is-
can't anger it more.
to-
We
the
also-
I'm
second
pretty
we
sure
got-
there's a slider. There's not just on and off. It's, hey,
No,
did they
it-
steal two
it's a
things or
dragon.
did they steal
it's-
everything?
It's after us. Either way or either way.
I was
Sir,
doing
you
it.
watch-
The black and white is the
I was
gray
doing it
scale.
more
You
on
have
a
watched
timetable.
Assassin.
I was doing it more on a
You
very
timetable.
good.
The more stuff you take, the longer it takes.
right, exactly. That's why I was like, let's get the orb and the tattoo kit first.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that. That's why I kept saying don't, because you would have had to have stopped what we were doing to get the other stuff.
Also, you noticed how some of the stuff that was getting better and better was getting bigger and bigger as well.
It was.
So like the gem encrusted like bowl, the splint mithril armor,
You can always come
like
back,
very
too.
very big stuff is like getting more and more difficult to go further down the layers, and also took more time to get stuff.
I did
So-
say we could go back once the dragon is gone. I did
A
suggest
couple more
Actually-
that.
levels we get. Couple more
Guys.
levels we'll kill the dragon, guys. It's fine.
Guys, we could actually go back right now if the dragon is
No.
looking for us, because the damn thing isn't there, and we can just grab wherever's just not encrusted.
No.
Because
No,
it,
all right.
it froze everything again. That's what the dragon breath was for.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna close the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching us play D&D for a little while. It's been fun hanging out with all of you. We got Chalcedony played by Jodie. We got Devii played by Cari. Meshadieme played by
good job,
Meshadieme. We
guys.
have Breker played by
Cheers.
Chef. Goldy played by
We
Goldy.
didn't
Vanvalor played by
die because the
Dallan.
dragon didn't find us.
Fish missed it this week because he's got somewhere to be at 4 a.m. tomorrow for his time. So he was like, I
So,
can't
like,
make it.
now.
Yeah, so basically like in an hour.
I didn't die again. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's true.
To be fair, we avoided the danger.
Because the
I know
dragon
that
didn't
this
catch
seems
us.
so crazy as to how convenient a lot of the timing and some of the rolls are, but man, I rolled for the dragon's timing on to show up at this time last week. So, and they rolled the checks today, and they had really, really high checks in the group checks to make passes. We made a couple modified rolls to make it work, and they basically had about 10 minutes before the dragon showed up. But the problem was they had dog sleds outside, so the dragon saw the dog sleds and was just like cooking. I think the other thing too is there's something else going on in the background with some other things that the party doesn't really know a lot about for this, because it's a relatively unknown entity. They've only ever seen this dragon once before, so they didn't even know really what it was. So
I think Dallan saw it. Dallan saw it in the sky once, right?
No, that was the rock. That's another flying creature.
You saw Dwayne Johnson?
all right, so I'll see you guys later.
No.
Bye, everybody.
What?
Bye.
Bye.
Is it Saturday yet?
I missed this.